The saddest part is no one's gonna be here to watch it. That's fine. Watch this. I'll put us all up anyway, and we'll just start after it starts. I just see one eye. There we go. Hello.
Hi.
I love how people always do that. Like
Hi,
they
everybody.
pretend like
Welcome to Monday Munch. La da 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 da. Would you guys like to come Christmas caroling with us?
I just realized there's gaps in my little snow hills. That sucks. Now it's gonna bug me.
Ah, I see them.
Whatever.
Why'd you have to point that out? Are you gonna introduce us? Welcome us in?
Absolutely. I'm just fucking off for a second, you know. Trying to get the fuck off.
Okay, well, Mr. Fucks off for a second. Hey, hi, hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Munch. We really don't know what we're fucking doing here these
Chris
days,
Chamberlain
but we.
says, hi guys, hey, hi baby doll. I don't know which one of us is baby doll, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we're super happy you're here. We kind of know what we're doing. We're trying to just normalize the things that we like. So that's what we're here. We're here to talk about all the things that we like. We're trying to normalize it and educate ourselves and you all. That sounded great, didn't it?
If we're normalizing things that we like, does that mean I can continue eating my chicken nuggets?
Well,
absolutely.
Cool.
Munch time. It's called Monday Munch for a reason.
True. Does everybody have their snack
before we begin? Listen out. Quit. Listen. People are going to know I don't live in a nice house.
If anyone else is having chicken nuggets, they better be the damn dinosaur kind.
Oh, no. We had some Burger King chicken nuggets a minute ago. But thanks for watching, whoever this Chamberlain person is on YouTube, because everybody's like expecting on Facebook, and yeah, that's just not happening. But let me finish.
I mean, I patched it through to quite a few people, but I don't know if they're showing up or not.
Well, right now I only have.
Yes.
Absolutely. Chicken nuggets are an important part of the conversation.
Hi, love.
Well, you know, I advertise as to be on
so are donuts.
Facebook being an asshole. So those look really good.
Thank you.
Okay, when are you sharing?
Here go.
Okay, so I would like to on for a second about what I've got going on this week that I'm so very excited about, and I'm actually going to take you guys down in the shop for a second.
Check your Wi-Fi, by the way.
Okay, this week is the holiday
bazaar.
Sure
you switch your Wi-Fi.
You're glitchy and frozen. But
I wasn't going to say anything because if I know my internet.
Grandma, she probably has 700 tabs open.
Jen's never going to be seen again.
Yes, I know my grandma. She's probably got 700 tabs open, slowing her computer down. I mean, that's a good view.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot, though. Hello. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know the topic yet, it's down here on my boobs, or my lack thereof.
Well, we had to put something there.
Fuck you too.
So we are talking about so like the whole month essentially, except for the last week of it, we're gonna do like a wrap up because it's been a long fucking year. You know, Munch isn't even a year old yet.
It's not.
Nope. January 2nd will be the first. Or hold on, not gonna get the real date. January 3rd was the first Munch.
Damn. Okay. How long have we known each other for? Like 3 years now?
Maybe.
We're just bullshitting. How many people in the audience are poly people? I know at least one is.
Jen will be right back.
So I think I've only known you guys since like February.
Yeah, probably. Did we meet during that bratty thing? You don't remember?
I don't know to what you're referring. So probably not.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
It was some kind of event where they matched brats up with people and subs up with other people.
Oh yeah, no.
We're actually on like YouTube and stuff.
They couldn't see anything.
Ooh,
I know, but
it's Panty Claus. I meant to go get the whole outfit on, but I got home from the store and I haven't done
she said she
anything.
meant to put the whole outfit on, but she got home from the store and haven't done anything. Oh, you're in my headphones. That way we don't have echo and she can't hear you. I'm trying to fix her.
I'm gonna leave for just a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, so poly shit. Hi.
Yeah, hi, hey. Still working out the kinks because I said everybody should
Why
come
are
in
you
like a
working
little
out
early.
the kinks? This is KinkSlayer. We need more kinks.
Well,
Wasn't it working earlier?
it was glitchy, and I was like, "Hey, check your Wi-Fi,"
I didn't hear that part.
because it was glitchy.
Maybe you should have come and checked on me.
Can I see the comments?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Oh, these are the Facebook comments. Hi.
Oh, these are YouTube comments.
Oh,
These
you
folks are watching from YouTube.
comments.
Yeah. Bear with us. Connected there. Let's see if I can get you connected to the better one.
YouTube comments and somebody who I may or may not have a crush on. Possibly. Maybe.
You guys, bear with us. Sorry. Technical problems. That network's not connecting. You're connected to a network. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. But if that starts messing up, if you want to restart your phone and start it back, or like restart your phone, you can, and it'll probably click.
Okay, carry on with the lunch, please.
Oh, the cross there.
Yeah,
Great.
who's the crush? I fucking wonder.
Do you have to pick one?
If I have to pick one, then we're all screwed. But
There
if
you
I
go,
had to pick one that's in the comments right now, I'm not even gonna say who it is.
Oh, let's go for Jen back.
Hi, darlings. So we will get to the topic really fast, but I did want to come in the shop and show off some things that I do have available, special for the holidays. And you guys can impact more than your favorite bottom's life, and you can impact a charity by coming over to the Clapper app and participating in the Holiday Bazaar. I go on at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm sorry, I can't make the lights any better. I was unprepared and kind of lost my bubbles trying to get back on the Wi-Fi. But the charity that the profits will be benefiting called North Texas Food Bank. And yeah, you guys really should come out, check out the Holiday Bazaar. I really, really, really super duper love to hear you. See you guys there. We actually do another plug. I might plug that shit later with some more oomph, because sorry, guys. All right, carry on to the munch topic, because it feels totally awkward standing over here plugging my hole like this.
Well then, okay.
Right. Where the fuck did my stream mark go? There it is. Okay, sorry. I had to pull it up in another spot too. With that said, let me close that. Definitely super prepared as always.
I'm not.
Super
I didn't even
duper
get to
prepared.
get dressed up.
Well, go get dressed up. I believe in you.
Bro,
Change like Superman. You got this.
I fucking would. I would change like Superman if I wasn't wearing nothing underneath this hoodie. I literally put a hoodie on and ran out the door.
Well,
Which obviously means I have to come back for pants at some point in time too.
I'm making
Pants
us
are
a pot of
optional.
coffee, you guys. So it's
Thank you.
the days and loop-de-doo and dippity-da. Don't forget to hang up your socks, because it's a holiday season. Yeah.
Oh, so I think we are all having technical difficulties right now.
All of the polycules need socks. Can you guys not hear me
Sam is-
okay?
Yeah. Sam is
Okay, good.
having a wardrobe malfunction.
That's
Ray
okay.
will be back
We like
shortly.
those. So yes, you guys, making a pot of coffee at 10 o'clock at night because it's
That's what we do.
Christmas time and business is amazing. You guys, I don't know if you checked it out or not. I'm gonna just talk until everybody gets their technical difficulties out. You just cut me off when you're ready to talk about our
Well, I
holidays.
mean, I'm ready whenever.
You haven't been, and you've been muttering. But yes, I'm
I've just
making
been
coffee
waiting.
because it's the holidays, and yes, we will be up all night with business stuff, and then the holiday bazaar tomorrow, and yeah, excited.
All right. So, see, fucking Superman. Bam.
Yeah, was that quick enough?
That was quick
Damn.
enough. I can't even put my socks on that fast.
I swear I can get entirely dressed up in like a minute's time because I really, really don't like waking up beforehand.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I usually just grab whatever I wore the night before because I'm not digging through clothes first thing in the morning if I have to go out the house real fast. Well, hello everyone. We made it back.
Okay,
We're
I'm
all
back.
here.
Sorry, I had one of those calls I couldn't ignore because if you hit the ignore button on nature, she says, "Too bad."
Well, everyone looks lovely tonight. Loving the ears and the outfits.
Me trying
I'm
to
happy.
figure out how to work my phone properly.
I found my scarf. It's my Wolfie, my fur scarf. I love it. It's my favorite. Hey, I know somebody else with that outfit there, right?
Me too.
How's my
What? Are you talking to us or are you just talking? Oh, okay. Gotcha. You started unmuted, and you started to say something, and you got quiet. It's all like it glitched out. Well,
I was muted.
well, okay. We've done our technical difficulties in fuck off time. Beautiful. It's a beautiful start. Now
We've
we
done
don't
our
have to-
fuck off time. You
Now
know
we
this
don't
is
have
going to
to-
be 3 hours worth of fucking
Well,
off.
look, I was gonna say now we don't have to have Dream complaining it was over in 15 minutes because it's 15 minutes in now. We haven't even started. So, but tonight,
Good now.
so to this whole topic or the next 3 topics are all about
Okay,
polyamory and the
please
holidays.
fix your goddamn screen because it's glitching out again like last time.
I live in a house this time. You know what? Here, watch this. I'll just
What
select
part
whole
of
thing.
this does it not like?
I just had to be an asshole to it. So
It's being
obviously
more
I
of
am
an
Mr.
asshole to you, but okay. I am
Polyamorous
Polyamorous prick.
There you go. Self-explanatory. That's my link tree if anybody wants to follow all my other social bullshit. Yeah, so it's a good explanation. Aw, somebody says you look nice, Dream.
I know. Crushing
Oh, look.
hardcore, motherfucker.
I was gonna say if you look close enough, Dream's face matches the background.
Oh?
I don't know where Jen went. I think hers still messing up, but she'll be back up here. You know how we do this. Our Wi-Fi is being weird for some reason. So yeah, I am me. We host this every week. We're coming up on 1 year. Officially, January 3rd will be the year, but you know it'll be January 2nd will be the next the show. That's a long time. It seems like we've been doing this for like 10 years, but
Whoa. Wait, hold up. You said January 2nd is the next show?
no. That'll be like the 1 year mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
That's okay. I don't talk clearly most of the time anyway.
I was like, we're leaving? No, this is the only socialization I get most of the time.
Oh, no. So, yeah.
We have names again.
Mr. Since Dream is here. Pretty self-explanatory. So, side note, Dream. I did realize that I have a dream and a nightmare. That's what I call my dog.
Oh.
See? It's a good thing. Her name is Nymeria, but, you know, nightmare just sounds better. That's because she was a nightmare when she was a puppy, so it just worked out.
Oh.
Well, do you need to introduce yourself?
I mean, I think most people know who I am right now.
Okay.
I'm Dream. I am ace. I am gender fluid. I love dressing up eccentrically when I'm not in the house wearing hoodies all day.
It's usually one or the
And
other.
I have a lot of fun here with my friends, and I like educating people, and I like saying fuck you to haters, you know. And hi, how are you doing? Hi.
Mm.
I just pulled a Jen.
Hey, hi, hello. Where's she at? Hurry up. I think her internet's being goofy on her phone and messing with her, so I may have to step out a minute and help her out because she's probably frustrated. No, she's
so-
bringing me coffee. We'll fix it then.
Chamberlain asked a question,
Mm-hmm.
if we can get it up there.
Yep, in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the wonderful and lovely Ray.
Hello. Yeah, all my crap, it says it right there.
There you go.
Thanks, mister.
Just save you guys all the trouble, you know. So before we get started,
mister.
we'll we'll do that. The pros and cons. That's a good one. There are no cons. No, I'm just kidding. If there's so many of both. Pros. I mean, you have freedom to find yourself. That's one of my favorite pros about it is, and you have the freedom to pursue your wants. Obviously, as long as you communicate. How about you, Dream?
Can we get the meme up here real quick?
I got you.
You know exactly which one.
I
don't need to
gotcha.
tell you. You okay?
Somebody step on a chihuahua?
Asshole.
I'm good.
Bird?
It was a hiccup. You know, I'm staying in character with the ears and all.
Me trying to function over here.
It's okay. We put the fun in dysfunctional.
I mean, that's
That
true.
is correct.
That is probably the truest thing I've ever heard. There we go. Communication. Well, that
Yes,
didn't work.
I guess we'll wait till she gets up here with my coffee so I can fix her stream. And I'll set her here. And
I
I'll fix
should
her stream.
have gotten a phone stand while I was at Five Below. By the way, I got a green screen while I was there. I just had
Yeah,
to
do they
set
have
up
that
a
one?
little.
Do they have?
They had better ones. They had one that's like 5 feet long.
Bye bye, mister.
I can still see you behind there, I hope.
Hey, babe, your Wi-Fi still messing up? Where's your phone?
I got it taken care of.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So Princess got it taken care of. She is back, as she is. Hello, beautiful.
Hi. Went and got us
Wasn't
coffee
sure.
too.
I
So
was gonna say I wasn't sure what was working out there. So to anybody that doesn't know, we'll come back. We'll circle back to this real quick. This is. I couldn't think of a better label.
happy holidays, everybody. I don't know where we're at in the conversation.
We
We are at the part
addressing.
where we say, you're beautiful, you are wonderful, you run a flogger website, and, you know, you're here to put up with our bullshit. There we go.
Yeah.
Polyamorous.
That's-
You do it much better than we do, but you're polyamorous, pansexual, provocative.
Oh, introduction still. Yes. Polyamorous, pansexual, extremely provocative, and the owner and sole fucking operator, but I do need help with the floggers, junipergen.com. And now we have, that's what I was saying earlier and I got thrown off. We now, thanks to Mr., have all of the fun toys, gadgets, and gizmos on the junipergen.com. So make sure that Santa shops there.
Absolutely. So C. Chamberlain asked what were the pros and cons of poly. I said the freedom to find yourself is a good pro. How about you there, Dream?
It's the ability to not put everything on one person. A healthy polycule is going to be like one. You can go to one person for support in a monogamous relationship, but that does not mean you are both going to be supportive and in a good mood at the same time. If you have a disagreement, you have a disagreement. If you have more than one person in the relationship, you have, first off, a support system instead of a support partner. You have somebody who can kind of see the outside of things and isn't going to get involved in the argument except for like to tell you, hey, this is how it is from the outside point of view, stop being an asshole. And you get to go do a lot of fun things with a lot of cute people. But the cons are that it's really, really hard to maintain a healthy poly relationship, because usually jealousy is a thing. People are going to be like, oh, you don't spend enough time with me, you spend too much time with them, we do what they want, we don't do enough of what I want, your hobbies match up but mine don't, and I would appreciate it if you put a little bit more effort into understanding me. Stuff like that. So communication over.
Say it with me, kids.
Communication.
Communication.
Oh.
So glad we made that.
To be fair, I didn't make it. I stole it. But either way.
Cute.
How about you, Princess? She says no. Okay. How about you, Ray?
So for me personally, the biggest pro of being poly is I am a very varied person. I have a lot of different interests that don't always coexist in one person, and it's nice to be able to have this connection with that person and this connection with that person. And because I always relate everything to parenting, to me it's kind of like how as a parent you love all of your children equally, but you connect to them on different levels and different ways because they're different. It's the same applied to adult relationships.
Absolutely.
The biggest
Oh, go ahead. You're con there, Ray.
That's okay. The biggest con I would have to agree with Dream is breakdowns in communication that create insecurities and foster jealousy.
The fuck? Hold on, time out. I think I got like a ghost or a fucking raccoon in my room or something. I thought like Jen snuck in here and was doing something. Like straight up sounded like Jen messing on the other side of the bed, and I looked at the screen and she's sitting there. And,
No, I heard that though. So it's cold and the rats are coming in. We really need to go get more poison around the house. I believe that's all, you guys. No worries. It's okay.
Let's do
We're in the farm.
We'll investigate while you guys finish this up.
No, don't investigate. You'll be fine. Carry on with the topic.
Well, it's your turn now there.
Don't you know that you're never supposed to go investigate when something goes wrong? Damn white men.
I'm the white guy though. I'm supposed to. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so was Ray done? I second
Yes.
all of the good things you guys were talking about. For me, it's a lot of all of the things, but the freedom to just be my unapologetic self, no matter where I am or who I'm around or with, to be able to be truthful about my feelings. That's the values that are so important to me with polyamory and non-monogamy.
That's one of the things I like about you, because you do not need a defined relationship to say, hey, I care about you a lot, I love you,
Mhm.
and you matter to me. And we don't have to put a label on it. And we can do it with as many people as we fucking want to.
See, I'm personally scared of labels. They've always been so treacherous and they've always bogged me down. Until I furthered my horizons into fully embracing my queer self and learning all of the amazing labels within the queer community and even all the BDSM labels. I find myself being able to use those to identify myself more, but I'm still weary on relationships to label them and make them amazing or like not amazing because you labeled them. Because yeah, I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way?
Yeah, because we grow up and we get told yes, you need a boyfriend. Yes, you need a girlfriend. I'm gonna add yes, you need a them friend because we're moving forward in the world, and that's what Ray would say over here,
Yeah.
being the good parent that she is. We're raised saying you need this person, you need to be bonded, you can only have one person, you need to get married to that person, have a family with that person, grow old with that person, and ignore the whole world after that.
You have to find your other half. What about being a whole person on your own and finding people that add to that without like needing to be a part? Like, yeah.
Some
I
cons. Oh, sometimes it can be hard to tell the truth, but damn, if it's not worth it, in the long run, and it's so beneficial to have those tough conversations, but that's the hard part about it. You just got to do it though.
Hard
can I add one more
conversations are
pro?
part of a relationship. Sorry, Ray, you go ahead.
It's okay. I just wanted to add one more pro that I have noticed, not just with myself, but in general with people that identify as polyamorous. There's a lot more self-reflection and introspection and personal growth.
Yeah.
So
That
I
comes
gave a
from those
pro.
hard conversations.
You are correct. So I gave a
With-
pro, but I never gave a con. I'm going to piggyback off of what Dream said there as a con. Her pro to me is also a con. You have multiple people to lean on, but you have multiple people leaning on you. You have multiple things that you've got to balance and carry as well. So that can always get tricky. Remembering things that each person likes or what they're going through. That's a hard thing to do as well. And scheduling, I suck at scheduling, so yeah.
So
Yeah, totally.
that being a whole person first, I've always been like, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But I heard somebody talking about it, and it sat with me well, that sometimes no matter how hard you try, you're not going to be your whole person when you meet somebody who belongs in your little gear system. It may take some part of why they're in your life to help you to figure out how you can be whole. And that's perfectly acceptable too. So don't feel like if you're not whole or you don't feel like you're whole, that you can't search for other partners and that type of thing. It's okay if you're not feeling whole. Donuts aren't
That's part
whole and
of
they're
being
delicious.
human. That's part of being human is learning and growing, and growth comes from many different directions. Sometimes you see an ad on TV and it makes something click in your head. Sometimes you meet a specific person and something about them is like, oh, well, that's kind of something about me.
Yeah.
It's it goes back to that self-reflection and introspection. It's every aspect. People think about it more. Like,
So sorry, Ray, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, go ahead. You didn't. Go ahead.
So I want to add to this the fact that yes, you can come into a relationship not feeling like a whole person. And yes, you can come into a relationship feeling like a whole person, and the relationship and partner is a bonus to your life. But too often, when we are in a relationship, we are blind to everything but that relationship. We get so lost in that one person or those people that we almost become melded together like some kind of abomination. And it takes so long to recover that that if you had a feeling of knowing yourself to begin with, you might lose that in the relationship if you don't have your independence and you don't have things that are just for you. Everybody's like, oh, I have to do this with my partner and this with my partner and my finances and my life lessons and, whatever else you have.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, you do it independently. Important things like that, important things to you, you do regardless of your partner. Because if, God forbid, you have a breakup and you put all that stuff together, then you got to go and divvy it out, and that makes you feel like even less of a whole person.
Very well put. Maintain
I like that.
maintenance on yourself. Maintain your
I'll be back in a second. My cat needs to be let out.
Sam, you gonna let the cat out of the bag? Wow. Look fucking great.
So while we're waiting on Dream to come back, I chose this as kind of the first topic. Holidays are not the best time to test your partner.
Oof.
Hopefully you've been responsible with your non-monogamy and your polyamory, and as the holidays approach, you're not like, let's see how you do with this. Too many people do that.
Your life is not a fucking Lifetime movie, folks. You're not gonna fucking meet Prince Charming at the tree farm and get taken to family dinner. That's not smart. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Say it with me, y'all. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
So along those lines, though, you don't want to, holidays are tough. Holidays are tough on some relationships. Your families may be on each side of the coast of the United States. You've got to figure out how that works. How's that going to happen? So then you throw in another partner and their family lives up north. So now you've got an East Coast, a West Coast, and then a northern family that you've got to work in, figure out, and get all the schedules to work together in the best
Skype
possible
holidays
way.
for the win. Skype holidays for the win.
But you look at so a lot of that comes down to it also comes down to how open are you with your family about this being polyamorous. If I were to show up at a family function with two partners, nobody'd bat an eye, because I've since I've understood what polyamory was, I've screamed at everybody, and that's just kind of my introduction. Hi, I'm Mr. I'm polyamorous. But others, not so much. Some people don't have that luxury. Some people's parents are very religious, or they're just scared to be judged. And now's, you don't want to surprise. Unfortunately, as much as people love holiday surprises, you don't want to like show up at your other partner's event or your Metamorphs family's event to say, hey, surprise, come to see my partners.
This is my polycule.
Everybody look like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is Kyle?
Yeah.
Well,
I fuck
that
Kyle.
comes down to-
He doesn't. She does. Add that to the fucking.
Well, that comes down to communication again. Like, you need to have those discussions with everybody involved in the polycule, because say there's 4 people in the polycule, 3 out of 4 of those may be okay with being open, okay with, yeah, this is who we are and whatever. But that 4th person, it may not be safe for them to be open, and it would be incredibly unfair to all other 3 show up at that 4th one and be like, yo, we're here, and they're like, oh fuck.
I had this discussion with my former partner about her family. Her family is super Christian Muslim, or not Christian Muslim, conservative Muslims.
I
super
mean, you
Christian
know.
Muslims. But if I were, if we were still together, if I were to go to family events or a Christmas or something like that, it would be I am her friend, or I may have to come with her roommate or something like that, just because of that persecution there. So and I more or less I told her, I was like, it's too much strain, like on you, on them, on me. Like I just won't go. Like it's easier to not go.
Ow!
Something hurts really bad when they have to mute their mic. But also
Sorry.
that's not a good Christmas gift either, guys. Don't come home with I probably could, but don't come home with the new partner for your other partner.
Yeah, we'd have to talk, like, that's something talked about, but it depends on who you came home with.
I was gonna say, if you've already went online and did a little shopping and picked one out, and I went and got it,
That's not
different.
Unfortunately, that's
Right.
not how it works. I wish it did. I mean, I didn't know. We could get a hooker.
We can go to the pound and adopt a stray.
That's
Hookers
right.
for the holidays.
How do you think she got me? I've told her since I met her, I'm a stray dog.
What?
That fits.
Bow wow.
Oh goodness, I'm trying to get on my computer. I like it more over there.
Yeah, the computer's way better on StreamYard. If you guys get a chance to use your computer instead of a phone, it's way better.
Sorry, I dropped a thing and I have to get it.
Oh no, not a thing. Don't drop things. But yeah, like you don't want to roll into things like that. That's where once again it all comes down to
Communication.
I love that I have this on like speed dial. It's ready to go.
Yes.
You don't want to accidentally tell your family or your partner's family that you're leaving there early because you got to go see your other partner, and they're like, they have no idea you're polyamorous, or they have no idea what's going on. And then that opens a whole can of worms there.
So, sorry, I've got a little distracted by a question in the comments. You can have as many people in your polycule as you discuss with your partners.
Absolutely.
But if you only like using those little plates because you can't eat more than so much, you might want to keep that number down, like myself. Like, commitments are a really big thing to me. Like, partners are a lot. It's a lot to eat. The yams, the mashed potatoes, but I do like a little bit of everything, so that is why polyamory is so amazing, and I should probably communicate with people better.
So I would like to add right here to this. It is 100% okay for one partner to be monogamous while the other one is poly. You don't have to have other partners to allow your partner to go see other people and be okay with it.
But you do have to understand the challenges that come with that.
Yeah.
So it's very challenging.
So, the answer to Chamberlain's question there is as many as you can handle comfortably. As
many as you can lift up on a board over your head.
Well, I don't know. You're tiny. You might.
Oh man, I can't have anybody.
What? You can't lift a board?
But I can't lift a board with people on it.
I am like 5 pounds. Okay.
But it also comes down to your partner's comfortability level, as well. I personally can't handle more than 2 at the moment. I mean, with work schedule and life and all that stuff. But as I age and as I get a little more stable in life, it's possible there'd be more. I mean, that option is always there. Same for Jen. She has the same choice. She wants a craft friend. That's what she wants. She wants
at one point, I had up to 6.
See, That's a lot. Hell, I have a hard time talking to more than one friend a day, let alone 6 partners. You guys see me. I mean, I go on like a hiatus and whew, like you don't hear from me for like 4 days. And I'm like, hey guys, yep, been fucking off. Like,
Look, if I'm not around and I can't be around for a while, I order a pizza and send it to their door. Like, hi, I'm
Alice.
thinking of you.
Yeah, I like the way that is worded there. The limit really is only as many people as I fuckered that up. Mr. Help.
The limit is only as many people as can be coordinated without violating boundaries.
Very nice.
Thank
Total
you.
3.
I am tempted to invite Alison up here if
Absolutely.
you would like to come up. You don't have to, it's not necessary, but you're really good at
Just say you're
saying
contributing
things.
this much. It's kind of almost required now. So
You're good at wording things. Wait, I actually said that right. Wording is a word. Okay.
as
This
it
is
was
why
put to
we
me
need somebody to be the dictionary.
some time ago, Alice is being voluntold to come up. So yeah, if you guys have anybody that does want to join the conversation, by all means, we have room for 10. Chamberlain has another good question. What if you don't know your boundaries? Well, that's the beauty of boundaries is you learn them. You think about what's comfortable. If you haven't experienced these things yet, think about what you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Really good thing I seen the other day is it's something about rules are putting up a wall and boundaries are showing people where a door is. It's something that they can respect or not. If they don't respect it, they can leave. Yeah. So wait, where were you? Chamberlain, you totally missed what was last week? Last week, I think, or the week before
Yeah.
was like all about boundaries.
I'll make sure I read the comments. I'm on the computer now, so I will be able to keep up with the
So-
comments a little better than y'all can see on the
Okay.
phone.
So
Gotcha.
on the note of where were you last week, for anybody that has missed any previous episodes, they are on the thing. You just got to click on the lives tab and you can watch previous episodes.
No, last week was going to be like 45 minutes, and then Dream come in here. This is going to be over in 15 minutes. So we made it a 3-hour episode because Dream like 3 hours,
sure.
3 hours long.
Come up here next time then.
Because Alice, next time is going to be. This is going to be a 2-part conversation. This is part 1, as I put earlier somewhere. It's going to be kind of the same conversation next week, a little bit different topic or subtopics and stuff like that. So this information will still definitely come into play. And Chamberlain, sometimes boundaries are things that you don't know until you find out.
Yeah.
So, on the topic of boundaries, this is why we have safe words. Where if you feel like your boundaries are coming up, you can say one, and whoever's doing it should stop immediately and ask, what is wrong? Are you okay? What can we do better?
Absolutely.
But you actually have to say it or give a signal or, ring a bell, something to let your partner know that something is wrong.
Right. You can't do that whole, I don't care if you go out for girls' night or guys' night, and then when they get home,
What do
you're
you want
pissed
for
off.
dinner? What do you want for
we
dinner?
don't do that, okay? Nobody knows what they want for dinner. Food is an object we've never seen before, so we're undecided always. Until someone makes a decision, then it's, I don't want that.
So
Yeah, I don't want that.
I went
That's
to-
why I have the revolving wheel of food, because, you can't argue with the wheel. It doesn't have any ears.
So, slight side tangent. I went to a restaurant and I can't for the life of me remember the fucking name of it, but it was really cool. They had on their menu, their entire kids menu, like, I don't know, was chicken nuggets. I don't care was grilled cheese. It was fucking cool.
That sounds like the perfect place for everybody to go.
I know that place.
Sounds like
Oh
the
my god,
restaurant
I
your
know that
sister
place.
wants to start, Mister.
Huh?
It sounds like the restaurant your sister wants to start.
Yep. See,
that would be
everybody
perfect
knows this is
franchise,
a thing.
too.
We just let it happen.
Cross.
So we kind of smoothly rolled into this. Expect the unexpected and establish guidelines and expectations with your partner or partners. Yeah, Chamberlain, definitely come in every week. If you ever want to jump up on cam or something, let us know. We'll get you up here.
We don't bite much. I bite a lot, but I can't speak for the rest of these.
I only bite if you ask nicely and wash first.
Still not a
You gotta
fan.
ask nicely. Washing's optional for me, so sometimes food needs a little seasoning, a little marinade. Ain't that right there, Princess?
Oh my god.
Oh, as long as it's marinade, not marinara. No marinara.
Are you eating a fucking Mr. Beast bar? Where
Yep.
did you even get that?
Walmart.
Walmart, Mr. Beast. I'm eating your candy bar. I like them. They're delicious, and you need to check out my small business.
Yep. We need to slide them
It
down
will
to.
impact your life in ways you never fucking dreamed of.
Are you gonna
I like
start
how you said
selling
it'll
Mr.
impact
Beast
your life.
chocolate on there? At this time, I think that you should because you've been endorsing it so goddamn
I know,
much.
right? We need to put something of Martha Stewart's on there, something of Mr. Beast.
Love my Martha Stewart.
So we talked. The boundaries leads into this because
It's so
your
chaotic.
boundaries set up the guidelines for what you
It has no
want,
boundaries.
how the holidays and things are going to go. Once you say, I'm not comfortable with, so
I thought Sam.
I'm gonna give me a good example.
Sorry.
Oh, Alice. Dreams read my opinions on biting.
Damn. Well,
And that's why Dream had to hide their face.
Dream's trying to function as a normal human being right now, and it's not fucking working.
It hasn't worked since I met you.
This is what I get for being a demon and agreeing to come on here.
I was gonna say you're either
sexy little demon.
So it's either demon, serial killer, paranormal being, something.
I say you are Dream. Sums it up.
You are a dream. Oh, speaking of Dream, the Dream Weaver, we started watching The Sandman, and holy fuck, I can't stop. I'm on the last episode. We're on the last episode. We got like 20 minutes into it, and then we're like, nah, I really want to stay awake for this because this is a finale.
Got y'all. These have been ads all along. Mr. Beast already endorsed me.
He just doesn't know
Now
yet.
we're endorsing by the Sandman. Sandman has endorsed us. Big sponsored ads.
Oh god, I know, right? Wouldn't that be crazy? All
That'd
Monday
be so
Munch is this
cool.
whole time is just ads.
Please don't. I get enough of those scrolling through the internet anyway.
But how will you make
Unless
it through
it's,
Monday
like,
Munch without
free.
a nice cup of Death Wish coffee?
And a rabbit trail.
No ads unless it's, somebody deciding to buy the wonderful triangle Juniper Gen blogger for me in exchange for free content.
Oh wow. Hey, I know her. I can get it wholesale.
But it has to be from the Clapper shop because those are all one of a kind, only listed there.
I can Grinch this shit and run
OOAK.
right down in that shop and grab it right now. I got this.
Am I selling stuff? Because I'm
I can't
only good at
abbreviate
selling
one of
when
a
there's
kind
actually
either.
someone in front of me.
So now I'm not sure if anybody else has. I know that I didn't make it that far. Jen and I haven't really made it that far as holidays go. Birthdays kind of count as holidays, their own personal holiday. But do Dream, you or Ray, do you guys have any experience with holidays and expectations and stuff out of your partners and that conversation?
Don't drive somebody to a holiday party and then, say, here, this is my girlfriend in front of your family before you ask them out.
Now, is asking out still a thing, though, truly?
I would like it
Sometimes.
if somebody didn't do that to me because,
Exactly.
you have to ask your partners first, and then you have to ask yourself, and then you have to be like, do I even want to be with this person who randomly kidnapped me, brought me to their family party, and started saying we were dating?
But can we sidetrack on that with relationships in general? The asking out thing, does that even happen? Like, okay, so what age does that stop?
Bring
You know?
It
back
still happens.
dating
So,
as
Mr.
a
I think
concept
that is
before
something.
asking out. Like dating, getting to know somebody before you are a thing. Go out, learn their favorite color, learn their favorite movie, talk over a coffee, have a great time. Get to know them first before jumping into, yes, this is my partner, the love of my life, my soulmate, and you've only known him for 3 days.
Oh, I had a theory I got to go back to since you said that. But what were you saying, Jen?
I think it's a generation. So around the holidays, if you're going to see your parents, they're obviously a whole nother generation. I think that's a wise time on the way to this holiday dinner to talk to whoever you're taking to this holiday dinner. Hey, what do I introduce you? How do you want to be introduced to my family? Like, I know that we have amazing feelings, but we like to be introduced. Okay with that, I wouldn't want to introduce somebody as my partner. Yeah, it's gotta be comfort level coming from both ends. Asking out is 100% still a thing. Even after asking out, you should ask them if you're safe to say that at a party. Yeah, that's what she said.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so back in like middle school and stuff, it was, will you be my girlfriend? Or will you be
That's
my
still a thing.
boyfriend?
That's still
we needed.
I asked my guy out.
Yeah,
I
everybody
asked
does
my guy.
that except you. You get asked out by girls. Can I
does
just
that?
I
say
asked my
something
guy
real
if he
quick?
wanted to be my guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know because I don't. Did I ask you, Jen?
What? Oh yeah.
Oh, I did?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Me, honestly,
We did the
thinking
I
about
love you
shit,
thing.
I don't think I've ever been asked out a day in my life. I've always done the asking. And that's kind of sad. Nobody's ever
Dream, you
like
want to have
asked me out or brought me on a date. I always had to fucking plan everything because people are lazy.
So Dream, would you like to have a virtual coffee date with me?
This is true.
There, you've been asked out.
Awesome. Thanks.
No, wait a minute. I take you on a virtual date every Monday.
Uh-huh.
True.
I mean,
But-
sometimes you stand me up, but I'm still here the next week.
Is that what this is?
Alice says, for me, it usually is worded something like, I'm interested in romance, sex, or whatever. Are you?
Romance. I am a romantic. I will romance you to hell and back. Please romance me back.
See, like, I don't know. Sorry. I feel like the asking out thing is so dated now, and it's not because like it's bad. It's just not how things
It's
are
because
anymore.
people jump into relationships without asking first. They don't even ask before they're in a relationship.
So, to rewind a little bit and go back to the expectations at holiday parties and whatnot things. In that scenario that I gave earlier, where there's that fourth person that isn't able to like be out completely with their familial unit. Hi, I'm person number 4. So to me, it's kind of a big thing if I even bring a partner to a family thing, because my family comes with a disclaimer.
Not all
I hope we
family.
come with a disclaimer too.
Yeah, isn't this a date? Can't you literally? Mister said this is a date, so you're out with us right now. What are you
There you
talking
go.
about?
We're all apparently dating now.
There you go. Merry
yeah.
Christmas.
Hmm.
Happy holidays. So you know what? Let me retract my statement a little bit though about the asking out. It's not really dated. It's changed with the times. It's you used to be courting and then dating and then all these other steps, and now it's you hang out for a little while, you go on a few dates, and then at some point you're hanging out after having sex or after dinner and drinks. What are we? That's the process now. What are we?
No, it's just a
I
text.
mean-
Haven't you ever gotten that? Like, hey, we're dating now. Okay.
Now,
So with my
That
current my current
people out.
only oh, what was that?
I don't know. We all glitched out while Ray was talking. What was you saying, Ray?
Oh, I forgot.
You were saying something about your current.
Oh yeah, my current only partner. Like we did our whole everything backwards. We were friends, and then we were drunk spiral buddies, and then he came to visit to get us both out of our routines, and then there was lots of activities. And after he left, we decided, hey, we want to try to make this a thing. How can we make this a thing?
Well, same for Jen. I mean, you guys kind of all heard our story forever. We met at work. We were friends, and then just hooked up, roommates. I moved out for like a month, came back, and then we were like, yeah, we should be together.
Yep.
Madly in love with this girl from the time I met her, though. I can truly say that.
That's what he says about me.
I wish I had someone to say that about me.
Alice says, I hate what are we? It means there hasn't been anywhere near enough communication. Not necessarily, though, just because of today's climate. People, friends with benefits. People just have casual sex. People go on dates. Friends go on dates. I mean, you have like so many things that could look exactly like a relationship in every way, the communication, the laughing, the conversations and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, which way are we leaning? Are we going to be friends? Are we going to be friends with benefits?
Isn't it like squash, Ray? Squish squash?
Yes.
Did
I've
you-
been in relationships before where I didn't even know I was in a relationship until I was broken up with.
Shout out to the girl Amy who lives in Blacksburg. I started dating her in like 6th grade. We never broke up, so I miss you
Shout
and
out
I
to the
love
girl I was dating for 6 years who didn't fucking know it.
you. Oh yeah. Hey, so how about them zebras? Check this shit out. Did you know there are like 40 different types of relationships on the spectrum?
Oh yeah, like I think I showed you that list with the squish and the lush and the
But not that one. I like that one. That one's adorable. But like in a psychological, sociological, like actual label.
So are you talking like attachment styles or
No, so it's a relationship spectrum. I'm not going to read them all. I'll read you quite a few of them though. So monogamy has 3 different styles. There's marital monogamy, social monogamy, and serial monogamy. That's the 3 basic ways that you can be monogamous.
Oh god. Serial monogamy sounds crazy.
And this, as I go forward, mentioning more and more, these are decreasing in exclusivity. So, like, it'll kind of give you the idea of the spectrum. So, monogamy is here. The very last thing is relationship anarchy over here. There are words on here I don't know what the fuck they mean. So, if anybody does know, please chime in and let me know. Polygamy.
Pull it up on the screen.
Well, that just takes the fun out of me knowing the stuff y'all don't know.
Fine, okay.
You
Actually, you know what? That is
hog.
fair. There you go. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
that better?
Okay. Yes, thank you, sir.
All right. So, like I said, it's the commitment to sexual and romantic exclusivities. As you go down the list, it is going to get more less and less exclusive. So you have line relationships, which I did learn about that before we started, because I was like, what the hell's that? So imagine it's an age range thing more than anything. So let's say, there's a 60-year-old, like, think polyamory, multiple partners. 60-year-old is dating a 50-year-old. That 50-year-old is dating a 45-year-old. That 45-year-old is dating a 32-year-old, et cetera, et cetera. But these line relationships have a limitation on the age. So, like, that 60-year-old couldn't talk to the 21-year-old or try to establish a romantic or sexual relationship with that 21-year-old. Like, that's the boundaries that's put on there. You're still pretty much monogamous if you're on one end or the other.
That is called sugar babying.
Right. Well, no, not quite so much. So, like, if you're 60 and you're dating a 50-year-old, that's just like a standard age gap.
No. If you're
Yeah.
60 and you're dating a 21-year-old, you are a sugar something.
Absolutely. Then you got monogamish. This one was really cool. I listened to a TED talk about it. This couple, a way that they can protect, way you can practice monogamish relationships. Chamberlain says they're confused. By all means, hold on tight, because this is a crazy ass spectrum. Monogamish is more or less, it's been brought in as one. It's either fantasy relationships, where you have that fantasy threesome in the bedroom without an actual person. It could be with a toy. It could be just words. All the way to we're monogamous except for her birthday. We go to a swingers club. It's something like
cute
that.
2D anime boy you keep on your phone.
There you go. See, did you know? I don't know if it's on here. Yes, it is. Okay, I found the word I had to look up earlier, which describes most of us. Geographical non-monogamy. The old saying: if it's in different area codes, it doesn't count. Obviously, need more communication than that, but.
Well, like a lot of people that do seasonal work in different places would fall into that category.
If I'm out, and that's, if you're working across the country for 6 months because that's the way your contract works, one of you or both of you are going to get lonely. So that's kind of and it kind of falls into this bottom one right here of don't ask, don't tell.
Not necessarily.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people practice it that way as well. As long as you don't tell me what you've done, I'm not worried about it. All that stuff. Monopoly relationships. That is what you were talking about earlier, Dream, with dating a monogamous person and being polyamorous, or being polyamorous and your partner is strictly monogamous, and vice versa. Polyfidelitis. So imagine the four of us are in a polycule. That's it. It's just us four. We're not seeking extras. We're not adding on, nothing like that. We've closed this group. This is what makes us happy.
That is what happens when each of you has one of the streaming services and you don't need to collect them all anymore.
Exactly. The ringleader right here. The self-proclaimed leader of the group. Pluriads, I can't remember what that is. I think it's something where you're looking at like, so I know Chamberlain, this might all sound confusing as fuck, and I'll try to explain the best I can in most of these things. But so like a double V would look like a W, excuse me. They call it a double V though. So you have like myself in the center, Dream here, Jen here, Ray over here with Dream, and then like another partner over here with Jen. But I'm not connected to like Ray, Jen's other partner are not connected.
That makes sense. So like I'm dating X and I'm dating Y, but X and Y aren't dating.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Egalitarian polyamory is that equal. Everybody's pretty much equal. It's
Mhm.
just, even though Jen and I have been together for like 4 years, if I started dating a new partner, if we practice egalitarian, that new partner has just as much say in my life as the other person. I don't see that one as being very practical. I never have. I think after things are established for a bit, then they can become egalitarian. But starting it off like that doesn't tend to end well.
You respect everybody, but the new person has not earned enough reputation with you to have as much of a say as your original partner.
Right. Let me jump off this list for a second. I found something that might actually help Chamberlain understand the basic rundown of different types of non-monogamy.
Oh,
There
that's
you go.
much better.
Because there are differences. Polyamory is relationships with multiple partners. So that's where I'm dating someone. I'm dating two people. One of my partners has a partner. It's that essentially, but it's relationships, not hookups, not just going out
Right.
and having one night stands at the bar, et cetera, et cetera. Solo poly, which I feel like Dream falls into this with relationship anarchy as well. But it's that focus on yourself. You come first as far as like your relationships go, keeping yourself and your happiness, and the relationships benefit off of it. It says not living with partners while dating multiple people. So it's like everybody's got their own house.
So, yeah, that, and how it works with me, or at least how it used to work with me, is that I'm sitting here in the middle of the train wheel, and the little gears are going around, spinning the wheels around, and whoever clicks in at that moment in time is good. Whoever clicks out, also good. If you need like a year or two alone and you want to come back and have that same relationship with me, sure, why not? If you move away, sure, why not? It's a matter of, if you want to be in my life, you will be there. And, I'm here. I'm not necessarily going to sit and wait for you at the door for 3 years, but I am here if you want to put in the effort.
Hey, Dream, I'm going to let you answer this question as my asexual member of the panel.
No. You do not have to be sexual with every partner. You don't even have to be sexual with one partner. You can be. Anybody can be. But you don't have to be. Sex is a consensual thing that you should agree on doing. And if it is not an enthusiastic agreement, like the person is like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to do this, you can see the glimmer in their eye. If they're like, okay, maybe, sure, why not? You should take a step back and ask yourself, is this really what they want? And if they say, no, I don't want to, let's do something else, it's a hard stop. We don't go towards that territory.
Absolutely. But also something Dream was describing just a second ago, as far as the partner being like, okay, maybe, that is called marriage. But beyond that,
May I chime in here?
absolutely.
I agree with everything that Dream just said, and even as a person that is hypersexual, like I still like, you can have a connection with somebody that is completely non-sexual but still has just as deep a meaning as somebody as you have sex with 5 times a day.
So, Ray, I have a question for you.
So
I thought that you were demi, but also you are hypersexual. You are like the opposite
yes,
of me. Please explain.
So I have to have a connection with somebody before there's a sexual attraction. But that connection can happen in a lot of different ways. And once that connection is there, if that's the type of connection that it is, like I am a rabbit.
I feel that.
Once somebody tickles my pickle, I want them to tickle it all day.
I am sitting here and still, after all these years later, trying to understand why sex? Why do people sex?
Well, we're gonna have a science experiment on your demon brain one day, and we're gonna rewire your neurons, and we're gonna make the happy button touch one of your other buttons, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, I get it." But with you,
No.
it's just it doesn't sound satisfying at all, and I get that. Trust me, I get that. It's like
I would rather have cake or, pizza, a good steak, have a good time.
I
new-
feel
How about
that.
a mini
Okay.
donut?
Good time.
the new
How about a
mocha
mini
coffee
donut?
cakes.
I can relate to that, but I could also relate to Ray. Like a wet wabbit is what I said earlier. My mic was muted.
Wet wabbit. Hello, wabbit.
Wet wabbit.
But like at the same time though, non-sexual things can tickle that part of my brain too. Like an intellectual conversation with Dream is just as satisfying as having sex with my guy.
So I think I understand that part. My writing is really, really, really sadistic in nature, and that's what gets me every time. Like, if half the stuff I wanted to do wouldn't be considered a crime, then I would be a very happy person.
I have said it forever, and I know it. I'm going to see you on the first 48. And I'm going to be so hyped about it. It's going to be like all over my shit. I'm like, that's my friend.
Please, I am the type of person that would do all this shit and schedule news interviews somewhere no one's gonna fucking find me, and then taunt people about it.
Oh, Dream would
So-
be the new anonymous.
So since Dream is, oh man, I could make a whole serial killer story off of Dream. But, and not even like Dream, like you, like the whole concept of Dream and your
I mean,
sadistic side
I
and all
could-
that stuff.
I could confess to a couple things, but I'm not
But,
going to.
Well, we're gonna say so with you being the demon you are. Where were you in the 70s? Did you live in California? Do you have a black hoodie?
I have several black hoodies. Why?
Do any of them have a circle with a cross through it?
No.
Have you ever written a cipher to a newspaper? I think I'm on to Dream maybe the Zodiac Killer. Really close.
That's a good question. I don't remember. Occasionally I go and harass newspapers a lot.
That sounds about right.
And Walmart and Petco. I got thrown out of a Petco for trying to tell the staff member that he wasn't good keeping a fish in a 5-gallon tank when he wouldn't sell it to me for a 25-gallon tank. Then I proceeded to take my clogs off and try to beat him with them.
Yeah, see, we all have to be supervised by adults for different reasons. Dream is to keep her, or to keep out of prison.
I haven't
My
been
s-
caught yet.
Myself is to keep me out of jail for vandalism and other petty crimes. Ray would be for sexual harassment. Jen too. Jen
But,
likes to
okay.
sexually harass people all the time in the car.
Okay. Okay, so on that note, like, when did complimenting a stranger's shirt turn into sexual harassment? Like, I'm not saying I like your nipples, I'm saying I like your shirt.
When you pulled her shirt up and said, "This shirt's beautiful."
So I actually have a better one for Jen. Considering the stuff that she makes for me personally, she could give me an arsenal over here.
Aiding and abetting. Oh my God, time out, okay? Because we're all about snacks over on my screen.
I want snacks.
This
Fuck.
right here, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's delicious.
What is it?
It's the new mocha coffee cake from Hostess.
Ooh.
I swear to
I'm
God, it
gonna
always
have
sounds
to
like we're
make my own.
advertising. I'm telling you, I just need to start reaching out to these companies. Like, look, I advertise your shit all day long.
You be studying tagging these companies with your fucking shit. No, I want my own.
I like this comment. It says, "Find yourself a masochist." Yes, please.
Hi.
Are they
How you
downstairs?
doing?
Are they downstairs?
Hello.
Yeah, baby, take that. Though. I'll get one
You don't
later.
gotta search too far. I'm right here.
Well, before we lose the attention of people that had questions and we were unsupervised again, swinging. So we made it two of those categories. Before we got sidetracked. I'm very proud of us. It's usually like we say the word and then we get sidetracked before we can get to the rest of it. So swinging is more sexual. This is an age-old philosophical question. You know, can swingers be polyamorous, or can people that are polyamorous be swingers? In the communities, you'll see a lot of people think they're two very separate entities. But the question I always pose to people that say that, so if you're a couple that swings with one couple and you do it every week and you consistently do it every week, and if you don't talk to them, you miss that week and it bothers you, you are in a relationship with these people.
So
Yeah.
I have a point. Where's the evidence that you can't?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, now there are people that are strictly swingers. They go on vacation, they find a couple in a bar or a single person in a bar, they fuck around for the night, they go home, they never talk to that person again. Very unsafe practice. But whatever floats your boat, as long as you're being safe. Monogamish. Oh, there we go. Alice says you can be poly and swing, but I don't think you can do both with the same person, since swinging is no relationship and poly is relationship.
I like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of these people that just strictly call themselves swingers, I think they don't understand the line they cross. They cross over into polyamory at some point if they keep a consistent schedule. If they invest in these other people's lives, you know.
The only investing I want to do is in the stock market, okay? Get these people away from me.
You know what? You take that shit somewhere else. You're so invested in the other three people in this conversation. I don't want to hear that shit.
I mean, that's fair. I'm invested
I was
with
about
a
to stick
lot
my
of
foot in there.
people, but like, you know, I take what I said back. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Try that shit.
Monogamish. This is what I talked about earlier. It's primarily one-on-one relationships that can or will sometimes date other people. Jen and I, for a little bit, would have been more likely considered monogamish, just because we had a kind of her partner, halfway a play partner. It was an odd situation, but more or less that was it, and that was all we had reached out, and that's at that point.
Aren't you guys accepting girlfriend applications?
All the fucking time. Girlfriends, sugar mamas. Nothing against you guys. Jen is a lesbian. She just hasn't figured it out yet.
Well, I am right here, okay?
But that's the unstoppable force, immovable object thing. Hypersexual, asexual, just.
Okay, but I will get a strap on and I can do that shit.
Now you get her attention.
But I have a point. I have a point to argue though. that is one of the beauty things about poly. You can be in more than one relationship. So you can be in the relationship with your asexual partner and do all of the things that make you guys feel closer and feel like you're growing and all that. And then have another person that you are hypersexual with that is a completely its own thing. Like you don't have to pick one or the other.
I was supposed to say that, Ray. Thank you for
I'm
reminding
sorry.
me. But no, you're right. I will handle all the romantic shit, and you can handle all the bang, bang, banging, or whatever the
bang,
kids
bang, bang. I
call it
got you.
nowadays.
Okay, so are we just gonna share Jen now?
I thought that's what we were
Okay.
already doing.
Pretty much. Polyfidelity.
Okay, raise your
You guys
hand
know?
real quick. Raise your hand real quick if you met each other because of Jen.
Mhm.
I met
Raise
Ray
your hand,
because
Ray.
of Jen.
No, it wasn't because of Jen. It was because of She Who Shall Not Be Named. And then, yeah, that was how I was brought into the circle.
It's
But
because of me. Thank
who brought Voldemort into the circle?
Can you guys not hear me? Hello?
Now we can.
Hey. Hi.
Hi.
Okay,
Okay, but
wonderful.
no,
Okay, I'm having
so-
super problems over here. I'm sorry.
I don't talk to She Who Will Not Be Named, so I couldn't have been introduced to you through her. I was introduced to you through Jen.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't mind me over here sitting
Happy
here poking at myself.
holidays. to you.
Okay.
Happy
So,
holidays.
polyfidelity.
Now she's singing. We can hear her. She doesn't realize we can hear her.
And the merry bells keep ringing.
So that polyfidelity word is a word I said earlier. It's a close exclusive relationship of 3 or more people dating each other. You think she's gonna get offended if I hit the mute button?
Probably. Knowing her.
But a polyfidelity relationship is a closed exclusive relationship of 3 or more people dating each other. So you can have a polycule of like 5 or 6 people, and it can still be polyfidelis. If you close that off, I mean, it's just because you're polyamorous doesn't mean you're always open to multiple relationships.
Ray,
That's your boundary.
Ray, you get back here with that painted ass. What the hell? What the hell was that?
So this phrase right here describes Dream perfectly, honestly. Relationships that do not follow any societal demands, expectations, or escalators. I feel like that is definitely in your alley.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't like escalators. That's for sure.
All right, Chamberlain, so you're confused. If you want to take a minute, explain what you're confused about. Who is playing music?
You might want to drop Ray for just a second, put her backstage, because maybe not. Maybe Ray's good.
So yeah, Chamberlain, if you have questions off of what we're saying, just drop them. We're trying to get the comments as they happen. But yeah, I mean, like that's the basic rundown of non-monogamy. Now let me go back to this.
So I super
Sorry.
duper like the term designer relationship. It really sums it up. It can be whatever you design and put into it and want out of it. That's what you'll get. Manifest that shit, baby.
That sounds like something you have to pay for premium.
I mean, we're talking Juniper Jen over here. Yeah, that's some premium shit.
Is that what you are going to do? You're gonna put on your website and you're gonna be like, girlfriend package, designer relationship, premium, VIP.
That's right. You get what you want out of it. And I get what I want. Price to be negotiated.
See, I think they got some of this stuff out of order.
Could go anywhere from snacks.
I like kitchen table. Kitchen table is nice.
Yeah, so kitchen table
I like
garden
polyamory
on there?
is basically imagine that you and all of your partners and your partner's partners could sit at the same table and have coffee, dinner, conversation anytime. They don't have the garden polyamory on here, which is a word that multi-amory started. imagine that your partners may not do the kitchen table style, but if you get together at a party, everybody's happy, everybody's fine. And that's like the only times you really get together. It's for events.
What's multi-amory, you say? Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go check it out? It's an amazing podcast you can find in Juniper Jen's link tree.
There you go. We covered solo poly. Apramore, I don't know what the fuck that is. Queer platonic relationships. That one actually branches off. And queer erotic. Queer erotic is a word. That's a cool word.
Yes, it is.
So queer erotic relationships. So that's just basically partners of the same sex. So can somebody clarify what the difference is between being gay and lesbian and being queer is? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'm pretty sure it means different thing in relationships than it does normally. Okay, so let me think about it. God, where is Soup when you need them?
So Chamberlain says, I understand what Jen just said, but other than boundaries, it sounds like you can do pretty much anything you can think of. Am I right?
Queer erotic.
That is where there's no blanket answer for any of this. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, you can do pretty much anything that you can think of as long as everyone that is involved with said things is on board and it doesn't cross anyone that's involved boundaries.
I was gonna text Soup, but I feel like that would be a really, really dumb thing for me to ask randomly now.
Gotcha. Google. This is from an educational resource.
Because I know it's something to do with like non-conforming gender shit.
So queer is another word for pansexual.
Oh.
No.
What do you mean no? Attraction
queer,
to people of many genders.
I'm here and I'm fucking queer.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I get it. Because so essentially you have to fall into both of these categories. So you have an attraction to multiple genders, so you're pansexual or bisexual, and you're gender fluid.
Okay, that makes sense.
I
take away from this.
So?
I don't know.
Depends on the day. Depends on the day.
So
check another definition for God's sake.
By that,
I can't believe we're doing this right now.
So wait, I'm connecting dots here. By that definition, I would be pan, but my kiddo would be queer.
Here, bring up Alice's description.
Hey, this is from the center, the gay center. Hey, so we can pull up Alice's.
Is a term for queer, platonic, alterous / similar relationships and or attraction that has significant erotic or sexual desires.
Okay, well that counts me out.
And see, there's like, this is what I hate so much about all this stuff is like everybody's got their own fucking definition.
But then again, like I would define you as queer erotic as fuck if this was my word I made. So whose definition do we all supposed to go by?
Soup has a shirt that says, "Oh dear, I'm queer."
Well, see, also like growing up in the 90s, queer was another term for gay.
Just different. You've got queer and queer.
That is literally what I was thinking because, like, I am too old. I'm not saying I'm too old to learn about this new stuff. I'm saying it didn't necessarily exist back when I was a kid.
Every time I look at a website the next week, there's like 12 more words that I didn't know.
So everyone's like, "Oh my god, you look like you're like 15 or whatever the fuck they say," and then I'm like, no, I'm 25. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I have no clue what half the slang you guys are using is.
So let me read this one. That's from the Gay Center. So, like, I mean, I feel like this is pretty official. It's from like the Gay Center.
Always throws me off when Sam tells me Sam's age. I'm sorry.
It says,
Dim. So many dims. Age. It always throws me off when you throw me dream. Hey.
So queer, according to the Gay Center, is the adjective used by some people whose sexual orientation is not exclusively heterosexual or straight. This umbrella term includes people who have non-binary, gender fluid, or gender non-conforming identities. So the non-binary part is the key to being different between being lesbian and gay.
Yes.
The gender non-conforming.
Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
counting how many times you say the wrong name for me, by the way.
475.
Yeah, probably what
Wait,
you're
wait,
up
is
to right now.
wait, is there a penalty?
What's the
Ray,
punishment,
if I told you there was a penalty, you would do everything in your power to get it.
Yeah, probably.
Depending. Is Ray like writing sentences?
I'm gonna
Actually,
make
I
you
do.
write on the chalkboard 100 times over.
So I do want to put this out there.
Okay.
I think this little section right here, I don't know if you guys see my little thingy, my little cursor. This just sounds like words people are just mashing together for whatever reason to be unique.
Does that say internships? I can't read that.
Intimaships.
Oh.
So without looking it up, it sounds like two people that just fuck.
Oh wait, intimacy is not fucking though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That seems more like a dream style relationship of all of the other things that are intimacy but not sex.
Okay, so like I'm gonna be honest here and I'm gonna throw myself out there. Like really, really expose myself real quick. I really like thinking of intimacy for me when you go and you can get in the shower with your partner and you don't have to do anything. You're just there spending time with them in a vulnerable state. When somebody makes me breakfast and they bring it to me in bed, which is a private act where no one else is watching, that builds your reputation up, and it's not something sexual. It's not really something that's like out there in public. They're not flaunting you to the world. It's just a personal thing that they do because they think of you.
Now I'm confused. Every time, see, this is what I'm saying. Every time I fucking type in a word to find out what it means, I find 6 more words. So intimacy is not a fucking word. I put it in quotes and it's not there.
Those type of things, like that's the little intimate moments. That's my love language.
Fair enough. I get it.
I would like to say how confused I am for myself, that I used to like doing all of those things, and now I am terrified if somebody brushes up against my hand the wrong way.
Trauma?
Fuck yeah, it's trauma.
No, not polyamorous. See, like polyamorous. That to me, that's what's that word called when something doesn't make sense? 2 words together that make no sense.
That is actually, I know that one. We don't need to. That is when you are usually poly, but you make the exception to be monogamous with one partner because that is what they are comfortable with. It doesn't mean you stop being poly for yourself. It means you have that agreement that you are only going to be with this one person for the duration of your relationship.
Well, that sounds like a quick failing relationship if you're not going to be who you are.
What is
If you're thinking of
Single-ish.
exploring that with somebody, it's not exactly a failed relationship if you are willing to explore that aspect with somebody. It's the same thing as, you don't know you're straight until you're straight. You don't know you're straight. People are like, how do you know you're gay if you've never been with a guy? How do you know you're a lesbian if you haven't been with a girl? How do you know you're straight when you haven't been with anyone?
So single-ish is another word for relationship anarchy. See, people just making shit up now. Not even-
Censorship?
So can we dive into I think I kind of understand what relationship anarchy is, but I would like to actually understand. So can we explain that one a little bit?
Relationships that do not follow any societal demands, expectations, or escalators. All right, so basically take all these relationship types and they're on the table. Just depends on the person.
Gotcha. Okay.
You do whatever the fuck you want as long as it's consensual.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's where I prefer the term non-monogamous over polyamorous. That's where that non-monogamous umbrella hits. You could be exclusively sexual with a couple with one other person, which would make you swingers. You could be in a relationship with two people, which would make you polyamorous. But at the same time, those relationships are no more or less important than the relationship you have with your best friend.
Got it.
It's anarchy. Like it's truly like that's the best way to think of it. All the relationships can be whatever they are, whenever they want to be, however they want to be. Controlled chaos. Chamberlain asks,
Gotcha.
what's a pansexual?
So for me personally, I am attracted to a person as a person, and if I like you, I'll play with what's in your pants. And it doesn't matter what's in your pants.
Exactly. So the pansexual, pan means all. If you break it down, it's sexual attraction to all people, whether they are intersex, which is having both characteristics of sex. Think old school trans porn, like a girl with boobs and a dick, or vice versa. I've seen a man with a vagina one time on porn. That was interesting. Right, confused the fuck out of me, because here's where the conundrum happened in my head. We're not doing the politically correct thing at this moment because my brain already has confusion with this. So the man with a vagina did a porno with a trans woman, pre-op trans woman. So a chick with a dick, sorry if that offends people, and a man with a vagina made a porno. Was that straight porn, gay porn, or what?
I'm going to go with what?
So Chamberlain, what it sounds like to me is the relationship anarchy is the way you probably want to go with life. Labels hurt your head, just roll with the punches. Like I said to Ray just a second ago, it is anarchy. It is whatever you want it to be, whenever you want it to be, however you want it to be.
Just don't use labels.
Yeah,
If you don't know what you want, don't label it. Everybody sits here going through life, no offense to anyone who uses labels because it's an easy way to communicate, but everybody goes through life putting themselves in these little boxes, which change every 3 months or so when they're starting out and don't know each other and don't know themselves. And, then you feel bad because you get these people who are like, oh, you can't be this because you were that before, and how dare you, blah, 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 blah.
It's like bisexuals. They think a woman that dates a woman, even though she's bisexual, if she's with a woman, she's a lesbian. If she's with a man, she's straight. It's like that's not how it works.
Nope.
It's like
So-
I can be with a woman or a man and be like, damn, they hot.
I know, right? Maybe not the man part. I'm not attracted to men in general.
You're not attracted to men until you're attracted to men, all right?
Well, I am not. I could certainly say I am not attracted to a penis. How about that?
But maybe you just haven't seen the right penis.
Good one. Good one.
So I work. That was great, actually. So I work with some college kids, okay, and I like to fuck with these kids all the time because one of them's gay. They just haven't figured it out which one it is yet. Because they're always doing, you know, what typical college boys do. They're always being, you know, acting weird and gay and goofy and wild and just doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
Thank
So
you
I-
for helping me to spit that out of my nose, mister.
So I asked him one day, I said, so tell me something. Let's say you guys go to a bar one night. You meet a absolutely drop dead gorgeous woman. They're like, yeah. Like, all right, you guys made out. You had a good time. She wants to go back to your place. Okay. You're still enjoying it. She's still hot. She gets naked. And she's got a dick. Now you invested all this time. You're attracted to her. Would you still do it?
Okay,
I mean, I would.
I know your fucking sleep thing, mister. Didn't you, like, sleep with a guy once?
No, I woke up to a guy giving me a blowjob, and I was just only pissed off because he woke me up. It wasn't the blowjob thing. It wasn't like, oh shit, there's a guy. Like it was, you know, the old me would have said a hole's a hole, but he woke me up.
So he would also be willing to add a third, like a male into like sexual encounters. Also, I'm gonna like speak for you, mister, because we
Have
have
at
talked
it.
about it.
So why is it always
But doesn't mean he wants to put it in his mouth. He wants me to put it in that he wants me to do that.
okay? What is up with the it's always female, male, female.
That
Why?
is something that, truthfully, that's something that's been conditioned and through pornography.
Not just pornography, but like historical, like what's been societally acceptable.
Can
Like
I say
even. Sorry.
Go ahead, Ray. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
and I'll finish.
Go ahead.
I'll finish with fireworks. Go ahead.
Okay. But like even if you look at the Bible, like there's every significant male has multiple wives. Like it's just something that's been conditioned that it's been conditioned, it's societal programming that it's more acceptable for a man to be with two women than it is for a woman to be with two men.
Now, before Jen goes off on her fireworks, I will say, so I'm going to flash back to a book that I've listened to many, many times. And yes, sorry guys, I listen to books. I don't really read them that much anymore. Sex at Dawn. So biologically speaking and instinctually speaking, Ray is correct. It's been that way through history. But back in prehistoric times and also these lesser developed tribes in the world now, it's sperm competition. Even though,
Yeah.
like, let's say both men have had a vasectomy, that's not a possibility. It's still the concept of your brain, what they call your lizard brain. Your lizard brain, which is your instincts, your survival, fight or flight, all that stuff. That still wants it doesn't associate with that tube being cut in a vasectomy. It just knows that there's still shit it still wants to pass its DNA on. So that's why, fun fact to anybody that, may not know it, that's why the penis is shaped the way it is. It is shaped so if you were to go in behind someone else, it's shaped in such a way that it's supposed to scoop out sperm that's in there. And we're making Jen gag because we're talking about sperm.
Yeah, no, please, for the love of God. I know this
Okay.
is an educational show, but you're gonna make me cry.
Whereas,
Can I finish you guys off yet?
hold on just a second. Whereas the opposite, so the 2 females, 1 male, allows a male to produce more offspring. 1 man can get 10 women pregnant. 10 men can't get 1 woman pregnant. Or 10, you know what I'm saying? Like that, my analogy was fucked up there, but like 1 woman,
a woman can't be
by
pregnant
10
by
men.
10 men at the same time.
There you go. That's all that comes down to. It's truly, it is biology. It's instinct.
Hey, mister, would I be able to make a comment real quickly that's kind of off topic, but it needs to be said?
Absolutely. And then we're gonna let Jen explode all over us.
Okay, so somebody came to my comments and said that we should stop referring to transgender people as chicks with dicks because it's insensitive to them.
Well,
And I
let
know
them
that
know.
we have quite a few of those people in our little group, and I feel like that's something that we need to work on.
Well, let me clarify that I did say I apologize for saying that before I said it. And also, given the context of the situation I was referring to, I didn't know how to refer to these people. Okay.
Fair.
It was
Old porn.
It was old school porn, and that's probably what it was fucking called. So I apologize for offending anyone.
But it was not meant to.
Right. It's not like I don't intentionally say shit like that to offend. Let's clear that out. I'm
But
kind of a
you're
fucking idiot.
welcome to still pop them real low.
Right. Like I will say
Thank you
insensitive
for
shit.
standing up and having it in yourself to say, hey, I don't appreciate that, because
Absolutely. So thank you to whoever that was.
it is what it takes to change this world.
I don't think of trans people as that in any fashion, shape, or form. The context of the conversation. So now wait. Now you know what? Nope. Mister is about to play devil's advocate. Why get all up in arms about chicks with dicks, but not when I said man with vagina?
We that is the same thing. We need to work on it.
Okay.
Because
I didn't know if they intentionally left that out or not.
Hi, hello there. I'm sitting right fucking here.
But okay, so it was not meant to be offensive. I am unintentionally offensive all the fucking time. I promise you.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
I am
You're a lovable
intentionally
asshole,
offensive.
but you are an asshole, and occasionally we have to let you know that you are being an asshole.
Absolutely, and every now and then I am intentionally offensive, but it's never over things like that. It's never over things that people see themselves as to make themselves a person. A pre-op trans person. Either way, the transformation is to me no less of a person. They're still a person.
Like, I'm sitting here all dressed up like a fucking cat girl, but I could switch it up in a fucking minute and a half if I felt comfortable doing it in front of however many people are going to see this in the future.
Oh, for sure. And so, like I said, my brain is catching up now. So I offended the fuck out of you. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I really don't care.
Okay.
But I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because I do like having a variety of people come to this show. And I want to make sure that they all feel welcome and comfortable, so that they continue watching with us and we continue to grow and help the society become better. Because
Completely.
if we sit here and we keep saying these things over and over and over again, then other people are going to learn it from us, and I don't feel comfortable being responsible for some 19-year-old person starting to say that shit because they heard it here first.
Fair enough. So let me add the special disclaimer. Like I said, I'm an asshole sometimes, not intentionally. Sometimes intentionally, but you'll know it when it's intentional. The only people I like to intentionally piss off, sorry if I hurt some of my fans' feelings, are these super Christian conservative people. Like, you're my favorite because it's so fucking easy. But as far as people that struggle with actual issues in society, whether they be trans, gay, person of color, or anything in between, yeah, I'm not intentionally going to be that fucking obtuse over those issues. So I'll take back that statement.
Thank you.
Can't unrecord that, but I mean I can actually cut that out. But it wasn't meant to be that way. So tell whoever's listening that definitely not my intent. I'm just fucking stupid sometimes.
If anybody has a problem with Mr., always feel free to come to me because I could be just as much of an asshole back. I'm pretty sure these other two would get nervous trying to do this shit, but I am good. You guys
Absolutely.
tell me to tell him he's an asshole.
And I'll take it a step beyond that. If you approach me the right way, now Dream gets the exception, can approach me however the fuck they want. But if you were to approach me the right way, even in a public comment, private comment, whatever, I'll have a discussion with you. I will explain what I've said and how much of a dick I meant to be or didn't mean to be. Got no problem with that.
They said thank you. They appreciate the change.
You're very welcome. And like I said, I sincerely will say I apologize for offending. Unless they happen to be a conservative, Christian-y, snobby fuck, and then they can be offended by that part, not the transgender part.
Oh, like that article I have coming out. What did we call it?
Oh, fuck,
How
I remember
to
now.
shake your ass on OnlyFans if you are ace or transmasculine.
So
A memoir to all the transphobes out there.
All right, Jen. So explode all over us, dear.
I mean, miraculously, you little guys, I love y'all, but miraculously, I held on to that thought. I'm really proud of myself. So we were talking about the MFM.
Yes.
So, in my personal, the way I like to think about humans is more in like the hormones that they would have. So we're gonna turn M into what's the male? It's testosterone. So we'll go T
E.
I personally prefer more E in my life than this T. Mr. only just like that whole little bit about him talking about he generally sticks his foot in his mouth and can offend people and stuff. I just don't think I need two of that.
Look, one of me is enough, okay?
Even if you look at the way the letters are shaped, the way the letters fit together, 2 E's fits with a T better than 2 T's. Yeah.
And it just really might be me and how like I'm not like a straight lesbian, but I'm quite deprived lately. So some people might meet me and think that I'm a fucking lesbian, like straight up lesbian.
She's a straight up lesbian.
But
she hasn't figured it out yet.
Okay, we really haven't done it in a while, have we? No. I have it's a balance. It's like I like to mix my cereal up. I like to have both. I'm always a both, all. Like it doesn't. It's not about the gender with me. That's why I like hands. I have sex with hands.
Now let's go ahead and put this to the test, there, dear. If I was standing in front of our bedroom and the place we went to on Thanksgiving, if that person was standing in front of the other room and we were both telling you can only pick one to come into right now, which one would you choose?
Always turkey dinner.
See, it's okay. I've told people for years now. This is my lesbian girlfriend. She just hasn't figured it out yet.
You can tie me up like a turkey dinner.
You can watch. Like, okay,
I'm
like,
cool with that.
like you can watch, mister, but always, I'm always gonna, like,
Look,
go
I
for
could
side
sit in
the
front of a
dirt.
football game for 4 hours. I could sit in front of two lesbians for at least an hour. Speaking of four lesbians at the same time,
All of you.
4 dinners one day. Let's loop back around. Look at that. We got off on a side crazy tangent for like
Oh
an hour.
God, I know where this is going.
4 dinners one day. Now, this is in relation to, it's just a silly little name, but why scheduling the holidays are essential in polyamorous or non-monogamous relationships. This can actually hold over, once again, into relationships in general. 90% of the things you say when it comes to polyamory apply to monogamous relationships to improve
Can you put us
relationships.
back on the screen?
Yep.
The pretty normal screen with our pretty background.
There you go. So obviously scheduling is super, super fucking important. We kind of touched on a little bit ago. If I've got a dinner at 3, she's got a dinner at her family's at 5. You know, my other partner lives in Oregon and I've got dinner with them tomorrow. So I need to be on a flight by like 11:30, that kind of stuff. Like it's all those things.
The type of person who has like, oh yes, I have this date at 1 p.m., this date at 3 p.m., this date at 5 p.m., and I have dinner with my girlfriend at 9.
Yeah, so that's why like I will probably suck at this kind of stuff for my whole life.
I'm the type of person that is like, I only want to do this dinner one time. I would really appreciate if all of you could get your shit together and come enjoy it with me.
I'm the type of person who doesn't want to do this dinner in the first place. Just I'll hide under the table, you hand me the food, and I'll be the little gremlin.
See, this is one of the strays we got. We were talking about earlier.
On top of the table, though? Can you be the centerpiece?
Virtual.
Do you mind? Nobody will touch you. It's not allowed.
Virtual holiday get-togethers need to be more of a thing. Just saying.
Yeah, that would be
the answer to the problem.
I was gonna say we're gonna have a communication.
Better.
We're going to have a Juniper Gen Christmas party on here, I swear. I'm gonna make it happen.
Actually, I would like to. I do want to do a spank night too. Like maybe we start here, hang out, and then get naughty.
Absolutely.
Other places because we can't get naughty.
Chamberlain's starting to get it, and I love it. I'm really loving seeing this progress. It went from I don't know shit to I'm starting to catch on to the concepts, and it's great. It is all about being happy.
Good. Yeah, it's a lot to digest. Like
you have to learn how to be selfish and selfless at the same time. Check it out, guys.
Take care of somebody else if you don't take care of yourself.
Let's block that
this
person.
Is true.
How do I? Fuck, it won't let me. Whatever.
Great advertising, bud. If you are interested in polyamory, I don't know if you're even a real person, but
it's not.
No, it's not a real person. It's a thing.
They want to promote my channel, but they want me to go to dogehype.com. Don't go to dogehype.com.
Yo, that's terrible, but also Doge.
Yeah, so schedules. Need one. Google Calendars is like the top tier thing. We also have access to Time Tree, which can be essential. Time Tree, you can also set up multiple calendars, integrate multiple calendars together and stuff like that. So schedule your shit, communicate what's going on. Don't tell your partner the day before, hey, by the way, tomorrow we've got family dinner, and then I've got to go to my other partners, and then you've got a dinner with your other partner. They texted me about it earlier.
I can't believe I'm hearing all this. Oh my god, he is saying this. He's saying this right. Baby cow, you hear this, right? Baby cow hears you saying this out loud. You know how to do these practices. Can you? Let's start
Look,
with you.
it's theory versus practice. Okay, in theory, I could be the perfect fucking partner and teach you every way to be the greatest at polyamory. In practice, I can't even figure out time to tie my shoes. I just keep them tied and slap my feet in.
Me too.
I love it.
I know I have to be
I
awake at
have
3
both.
o'clock, but I'm going to leave at 2:45.
That's why it's important to know your partners. That's something I was thinking about a second ago. You really got to know your partners. I know Mr. is like insanely late, like on purpose sometimes, just to make sure that he is being himself. He will drive around the block an extra time. A new Pop Rocks ad. Okay. Don't know where you got the Pop Rocks from.
My brain went into squirrel mode. I'm sorry.
Right. It doesn't take much. Thanks, mister.
But what's great, though, is it's
No.
green letters, so my green screen,
Oh, that's cool.
it's the
Love
new
it.
invisible
That's awesome.
Pop Rocks box.
So, but
Bag.
yeah, you got to know your partner. Like I would have to say that we had to be there at 3 o'clock if we were supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. Yeah, I heard.
I do that.
That.
I
So
do that to people. Sorry.
Mr. on the other hand, wouldn't do that shit to me. He would tell me exactly the time because he knows I have like this worse anxiety about being late to something. He might even lie to me and tell me we're supposed to be there at the late time. That's probably more accurate.
I mean, there have been times where we go to our friends, about an hour away, and I'm like, yeah, they said the party starts at like 7, and the invitation says 4:30. Look, I just got tagged in something today that said you can win $1 million if the person you text shows up late. Who you gonna call? And it was me.
who are you gonna call?
I-
Ghostbusters.
I actually do that though. Like when I'm scheduling rides to doctor's appointments, there are specific people that I get transportation from that I will even at the doctor's office at my son's pediatrician. Hey, our appointment's at 10:30. Can you write 9:30 on the card for me?
That's smart.
That was actually super smart.
My former partner, Beth, that's what she used to do.
I'm one of those that if I'm not 15 minutes early, I feel like I'm an hour late.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, unfortunately, I'm one of those people that if I'm a minute late, I might as well be 20 minutes late. Let me go grab some coffee.
So I'm one of those people where if you tell me I have something to do, I will literally do nothing up until that point because my anxiety skyrockets and I will not sleep, eat, or look at anything until that task is done.
I prepare for what is the said task at hand, like too much.
I'm the opposite. I try to fit as much shit as I can in between the time I've got to get up and go and the time I got to leave.
You're a fucking possum.
I am a possum.
Like I said before, I have like 30 seconds of time to get dressed and out the door, and that's it.
You guys are slowly going to watch me gain like 600 pounds on munch because I'm eating like so much chocolate and candy.
I know, you're making me want to run downstairs, but I don't fucking want to get up. See? There it is.
You're making me feel like I got to do a contact high through the phone.
So, no comment.
We don't do that. Everyone here has done that at one point or another, and we don't do that. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you? But now, like I said a minute ago, I don't know if you heard that, Chamberlain. With being non-monogamous, you have to be absolutely selfish and absolutely selfless at the same time.
You have to be a goddamn paradox.
Mm-hmm.
But aren't humans all paradoxical by nature?
Hush.
How so?
I certainly am.
Well, like if you think about it, we all are because we crave stability, we crave structure, but we rebel against the rules, and
Me.
it's
Humans are brats by nature.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm not a brat though. I'm a Sam.
Fair enough.
You. Look, guys, I can give myself a kitty nose if I hold my fuck you finger in my nose.
That's pretty cute.
Wait,
Yeah,
why did your fuck
nose.
you finger look like you were doing this? Oh, it's the angle of your hand, I guess. It looked like you had your pointer finger. I was like, Sam, Dream, that is not. That is not.
I mean,
the fuck you
I
finger.
can assure you that it is.
It is. It is indeed. So, Chamberlain, I assume you were still here. I do want to drop a bit of vocabulary for you, just based off of what I found here. Metamor. So, a metamor is your partner's partner. So, if I'm with Ray and Ray's with Sam, Sam would be my metamor. Whoever the fuck Sam is. No. But if I'm with Jen and Jen's with Ray, Ray would be my metamor. She seemed fascinated. Tony said Clappers froze. She's over playing with her eyelashes.
I don't know where I left Clapper at.
So the reason okay. So Chamberlain, like I said, metamor is your partner's partner. That's like the quickest way to explain it. Like that's like the definition. Like, so the reason I said that is because I want to see if we can link this in. I found a whole bunch of cool shit. You guys don't know. I got like 10 tabs open of cool shit we could talk about.
God, you would annoy the living shit out of me. I cannot have more than 4 tabs open at a time or I cry.
Can you see my?
Yes,
Fuck.
yes, I can. It's
Can you
awful.
see all the tabs?
Okay.
It's awful. Thank you for fucking around
You
with
see
my
all the tabs.
issues.
So the reason I want to see how we can integrate this, because being a metamor is super important as well. You have responsibilities to uphold. So metamor don't push your desire for connection onto your metamor. So if Dream and I are together and I'm also with Ray, Dream wants to meet Ray.
Jen, you are with Jen.
Because Jen's not on the screen right now. So Dream
Fair.
wants to meet Ray, but Ray's not ready to meet Dream.
I think
Dream.
Ray's more than ready.
Oh, absolutely. But in this scenario, and so it would be, the term sounds so like blunt, but it would be unethical for Dream to be like, nope, I'm going to make you meet me. Yeah. You guys are having coffee? Cool. I'm going to come to that coffee shop. Oh, surprise. You know,
That's
like,
called stalking, and we don't do that here.
but you don't want to do that. That kind of falls into what the next one says. Don't take it personally if they don't share the same level of interaction you do. Maybe they don't want to know you. Maybe their relationship with your partner is a don't ask, don't tell thing. Blame your metamor for things that are really your partner's fault. If your partner is being a dick, it is not because of their other partner. I mean, it could be, but they shouldn't be taking it out on you.
It's still their own personal accountability. Like it's doesn't matter if you're mad at Susie, like doesn't give you the right to be a dick to Shelly.
Right. I actually, in relation to non-monogamous or not non-monogamous things, I told my son that the other day. He was upset about something, and he started kind of being a little brat. And I looked at him. I was like, it's like, I'm sorry you're upset, but don't reflect your feelings towards whatever it is towards me, because I didn't do it. And then he asked me what I meant by reflecting feelings, and we had a discussion. But I made him understand that just because you're upset doesn't mean it's my responsibility.
That's like if you're at a job that you hate and you're pissed off at your boss and you go home and beat your wife.
Hey, you leave the police out of this.
I wasn't talking about the payment.
You leave those 40% alone.
That's not where I was going with that, mister.
Weren't you a cop? God damn it.
Why
I
do you
love
think
how
I
I'm
can speak?
muted, and when I think something's really funny, y'all can hear me laughing because it's fucking overlapping into Mister's mic, and his mic's like straight up in his face.
I'm just saying, if I grab the 5 people I worked at with my department, I know I'm not one of the 40%. That means at least 2 of them are.
Okay, next.
I'm just kidding, by the way. Not all cops beat their wives. Just 40%.
No, only 40%. Next.
Good Lord.
You know, that is a statistic, okay? Let me rephrase that. That's not just bullshit. That is a statistic. And it's not just police officers, though. Any high-stress job.
Okay,
that
next
guy
point.
That guy that works at McDonald's, he probably beats his wife's ass because his job is stressful.
In a good way or a bad way?
Well, at least one of them
I
there
mean,
does.
that depends on their dynamic. I guess that depends. That depends on their dynamic and how they define what is a good way and what is a bad way.
If anybody's looking at this, remember this says "don'ts" up here at the top. That means do not.
Yeah. Also, we're not relationship therapists. If you need help, go see a real therapist. We are just here bullshitting, talking about facts we found online and our own personal experience.
Depending on the day, I will cause chaos. So
Me too.
be careful.
Okay, so next point.
Okay, I had to reiterate that it says "don't" at the top because this next one says treat your metamor in a way that you would object to be treated. So don't treat your metamors in a way that you would object to being treated. If you
So respect.
Yeah, basic human dignity. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Little bit of a side rant here. That bothers me that has to be put in writing. Like, when did common decency become uncommon?
About the year 25,000 BC.
When Bo Burnham wrote that song about being God.
Okay, sorry. Next point. I'm not going to rant about that because I
When
could
was
rant
the
about
Bible
that
written?
forever, 'cause it bothers me a lot.
It is stupid though. Like, I mean, we shouldn't, and like that's what bugs me sometimes because I say it all the time. I'm not going to be politically correct before I say some things because it feels like honestly in today's world you have to preface everything you say with not to offend or not to be offensive.
Everything has to be scripted or it's bad.
Right, or you just sound like me. I mean, I'm happy to retract statements and clarify what I say, but you know, if you get offended and don't want to ask me to clarify, then you just be offended in your own little corner.
We need Soup here as a mediator because Soup knows all the new terminology and everything and the political correctness and all that other jazz.
Look, I can't say I don't get it when old people don't know fucking terms nowadays. At some point, you've got to go enough. And even in the communities I'm a part of and that we're all a part of, you know, we all do introduce ourselves with as many adjectives and things that we can. That's for clarity and that's for reach. I've known some people, though, that introduce themselves like to a regular fucking person with this 5-minute long speech. You know, I am Queen Daenerys of House Targaryen, breaker of ice and stormborn, and you know, the mother of dragons. Nobody cares. Just say your name and roll on. We'll talk about the other things when they come up.
No, you care that I am the polyamorous, provocative little craft whore that I am.
Absolutely, but you don't just interject that in every conversation.
Oh, no.
So I think I got it. I missed my point and then I got it back. I think that, it's okay not to know the terminology for everything here. But if we are going to talk on a topic, we should do the research beforehand so that we do know what we're talking about.
Absolutely. And if
Um,
anybody ever comes in here and has a new term for me, by all means, I'll listen and learn it. Teach
it
me.
Yeah, write them in
also
the
takes
comments.
a
Interact.
large willingness to learn and be able to ask those questions when you don't understand. Always ask the question. Don't ever be afraid to be like, yeah, okay, well, what does that really mean to you? Like,
Yeah, ask the
I
questions, give the
don't know what that
comments, tell us the
means.
definitions.
I have no problem. Like, so I worked with somebody that was trans before, and they're
You actually did have an issue with that. The corporate was being a dick.
Mm-hmm. Corporate wouldn't change
It
their name in
wouldn't
the system.
give them a decent name tag either.
Yeah. We banded together and we made them their own fucking name tag. So they got one. But, it got to a point where, some of my...
That's a dead name. You don't want that.
Sorry to...
No.
No, fuck, I'm not sorry to offend. But some of my
Yeah,
conservative...
fuck you. You do that to me every single time you think it'll annoy me.
Who, me? I would never.
Yes, you. Absolutely you. And occasionally them, but mostly you.
Well, this time, the 2 words came out of his mouth afterwards. So it's not you.
So to be fair, you're right. I only do it just to annoy you. I know you'll fight with me. Or you'll, give me that mean look that everybody likes to see. But out of intent, it is intentionally, privately. Unintentionally, person. Like, private conversations. But yeah, what I was saying though is my more conservative coworkers and stuff like that would straight up call her Matt. I was like, what? No, that's not her name.
You want to know something? I found out the best trick. I found out the best trick for these haters. When they're like, oh, you'll never be a man. Okay, thank you. That's not what I was going for. Oh, you'll never be a woman then. Okay, yeah, thank you. Then what do you want to be?
Also, not what I was
Left
going
alone.
Drink. I don't want to be Drink.
Left alone. Wow. That was perfect.
What do you want to be?
No,
Left
but
alone.
if you can confuse them enough to not knowing which you are, then they just shut up and walk away because they want to misgender you.
Right. Now, and honestly though, if I ever misgender somebody, I may do it a few times, and I apologize like a motherfucker. I really do. I do my best. If you're gender fluid, such as Dream, I try to stick to they. I really do. Sometimes it comes out as a she. But
You're fine. I really don't give a fuck.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But if I
As
ever,
long as you are not calling me baby girl or anything of the sort like that, you are okay.
Oh yeah, is that what irritates you?
Yeah, because I get called like a baby all the time because I look so young, and I don't like being called as a little girl.
Fair enough.
Especially not to a bunch of men who want to fucking treat me like that, because you would not believe some of these fucking people who are like, oh yeah, you're over age, so it's okay if I harass you instead of a child.
Well, better you than a child.
Maybe so. Yeah, that is better, but still, it's disgusting and people
It
need
is.
help.
It's
If
absolutely
it's
ridiculous.
unconsensual, it is unconsensual. You all need to fucking learn boundaries.
Mm-hmm. No means no.
Sorry.
You know, I went through that whole fun portion of my teenage years of being a pickup artist. You guys ever heard about pickup artists? They're fun.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. There's a motto. You know what some of the
Also-
mottos is for that? Make the hoe say no. Anything that's not a no is a yes.
Okay. Also, no is a complete sentence.
Absolutely.
What was it I said before? Limits can be pushed occasionally, but boundaries are what gets you slapped and thrown out of the house.
Uh-huh. Yes.
If you cross a boundary, you're getting your ass beat and thrown out of my fucking house.
Alice said pickup artists are gross, and they absolutely are.
Yes,
After I
yes,
started
they
to
are.
learn that they were fucking gross and realized that it's just me being me that people like, and all that shit went out of the window. Good question, Chamberlain. Is it better to be inexperienced or super experienced?
Neither.
Depends. It really depends.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because inexperienced, you go through so much shit, so much pain, so much learning of new things and changing your old habits that is going to get to you. If you are super experienced, most of the time you will either be a know-it-all at it, you'll expect a new person to know everything and be about you and blah blah blah, and you will not be able to tolerate as much the new person learning what's going on because you expect certain things out of your relationships already.
Think about a child. Children are inexperienced with the world. As an adult, I get some. There are moments in my brain where I get absolutely irritated when a kid asks me a simple question because I'm like, how do you not fucking know this? But at the same time, they don't have that experience. So it's on me to be a responsible and good person to let them know, hey, this is why this happens. This is how this happens. This is what you do to do things the proper way. Because they can't learn without that knowledge.
Yes, and to add on to what you say, I will tell anyone any information they want to know, but if you make me repeat it more than 3 times in a week, I'm not going to be happy.
I'll have to remember that too.
Like, I really hate people repeating stuff to me or repeating stuff to other people.
Right.
But I will do it because that's what communication is.
Absolutely.
Now, if you willingly ignore me after the 3rd time, that is not okay with me. Like, I understand if you don't get it and you're genuinely confused, but at least make the attempt to get it instead of just being like, hey, I didn't remember what you said last time. Can you repeat that for the 87th time in, like, a short period of time?
Like, really though, Dream, how do you even accept either of us? Because I personally, repetitive is what, that's the only way I learn and how.
So you
I
want to
have
know how I
progressed.
accept it more nowadays? My fucking brain issue compels me to forget everything a few hours after it is said now. So I really don't give a shit because I don't have a good memory. Most people are like, oh, you have the memory of a goldfish. Goldfish can remember up to 4 years worth of shit.
That's a lot.
More than me. That's more than I can. So
Yeah,
Chamberlain, one good example though, out of like non-monogamous standpoints and polyamorous standpoints. So a lot of times when a couple decides that they are going to open their relationship or they've discovered they are polyamorous or something like that, the first thing that most newer people do in the non-monogamous community is want to add a third. Okay, a couple trying to find a third gets called unicorn hunting. It's called unicorn
Right,
hunting
right.
because it's usually a bisexual woman they're looking for so they can both have a partner. Now, as a new person, you wouldn't know that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, but we'll get in that in a second. But these experienced and these gatekeeping kind of people through non monogamy will absolutely rip your head off if you say that you and your partner are looking for a third.
I'm confused, Tony. What are the dots for?
Well, that I can understand both aspects of that. Like, yes, you can say you're looking for a third partner, or you can say you're looking for a third for a threesome. But if you just say I'm looking for a third to use up and throw away after 3 weeks, that's completely different. If you
Now,
say I'm looking for a third because I think that this might be fun and it might lead to something more, but I'm not interested in that more at the moment, it's wrong.
now, devil's advocate over here. If you say that exactly like that and someone jumps in anyway, it's ethical. So why is it wrong?
If somebody jumps in anyway,
Uh-huh.
thinking that they are going to use this person and throw them away,
Mhm.
and they do not specifically tell that person, it is not ethical.
That's what I'm saying. Now, if they've explicitly said we just want to have a fling, just have some fun. If it goes somewhere, awesome. If not,
Then I guess
whatever.
there's where our terminology goes to swinging.
That's called swinging, isn't it?
Yeah. Is my microphone muted?
No,
No,
I
you're
could,
not
Maybe,
I
muted.
could hear
maybe
you.
not.
Okay.
But
Maybe,
that's
maybe not.
that's where
It could be.
Go ahead, Ray. Sorry, babe.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead, because I lost it. My pain
It
levels
could
are spiking.
be,
I can't
maybe
keep
I've
the
got
thoughts
what you
straight.
were trying to finish. It could be like, what if I'm that unicorn and I'm single for that brief moment of time? Because we all know people that are like that. And
Did you know
I just
that
want to
there's
experience that
actually
for a little bit.
there's actually a dating app for unicorns to find couples?
So is there something wrong with me? Because that's what I want to do with my single time. And then I want to experience that lifestyle for maybe a night, maybe 3 nights, maybe 3 weeks,
There
what
is
the fuck
difference.
ever. Can I, communication.
There is difference between you as a single person going and finding somebody who's in a couple who wants to do that, and a couple going into random bi girls' DMs saying, hey, would you like to sleep with me and my partner? Usually it is just one of them doing this hunting alone, and then they bring the partner into it later without them knowing. I know
Absolutely.
because it's happened to me a couple of times.
And that's absolutely unethical.
And you're like, oh yes, I like you. Here, let me talk to you some more. And then suddenly they pull their partner out of their ass, and their partner's like, I don't know you. Who are you? And why are we doing this?
Right. But so let's say, like I said, it's all, to me, it's all about, like Alice said, like we all say, communication. So if Jen and I were looking for a third, someone that we exclusively wanted to date, both of us, period. Like that's it. Like I want you to date us, we date you, and we're just one big happy little triad. If you agree to that with the terms being put up front to you, that doesn't make what I'm doing as far as unicorn hunting unethical.
Because you've talked about it first.
That's what I'm saying. But in these groups and stuff that I see, it's people. It doesn't matter if a couple says explicitly they're looking for a third. That's all they want. They don't want to have multiple partners. They just want one person they can share. People will get so up in arms about it.
Because in poly groups, people want to be poly. They don't want to be a third.
But maybe they do. Maybe that's their
Well,
idea
if
of
they
polyamory.
do, then they can answer that ad. But it is not necessarily it's not necessarily the platform that they should be doing that on.
But is that not technically polyamory? It's ethical and non-monogamy.
Um,
Do we
I
have to
love you
get into
guys.
the
I'm gonna.
definition of polyamory again?
You hopping out, Ray?
Love you, Ray.
Love you,
Yeah.
Ray. Have a
Love
good
you, Ray.
night.
I'm here
Sweet
to
dreams.
sleepy,
Love you
Thank you for
guys.
being here as
Ray.
always. And
Good
before the
night.
wonderful Ray disappears, there is a link that you can find all of Ray's things.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week. We'll see you before then, but they'll see you next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh my
But-
goodness. It has been 2.5 hours and 5 minutes. Yes, I just
But-
put time in that perspective.
I will, to me, like I said, I get where you're coming from completely, Dream. You know, if you're not being upfront, then you're not being ethical at all. That's not polyamorous. That's being
And
a
this
shitty
is
person.
different than having a relationship and breaking up during it, because at least the intent is there to have that relationship.
Right. And Chamberlain says night, right? But once again, as long as everybody's being upfront, communicating their intent and what they expect, and a person wants to join in on that, it's no different than a couple saying we're seeking a couple to build a relationship with.
Maybe
I mean-
what it is that the term unicorn hunting is meant to be like somewhat of a bad derogative term, and people are taking it out of context when people are coming up front to these apps. It's mostly like within Facebook groups that you see this conversation going on about the unicorn hunting. But I think it's just that people have the wrong perspective on it and need not to crucify others for coming out about their needs, wants, and desires and seeking them.
Everybody talks about unicorn hunting, but what about dragon hunting? Can we get on that?
Can we hunt?
That's
some
the
dragons?
opposite of unicorn hunting, right? Or the opposite.
That is
Gender.
when you're
Sasquatch.
hunting a guy instead of a girl.
Can we
I
call
thought that
it
was a
Bigfoot hunting?
Sasquatch.
No.
Yeah, I declared that a long time ago. That's called Bigfoots. Male unicorns are called Bigfoots.
Oh.
When did this happen?
When was the last time you saw a Bigfoot?
3 months ago. No, 3.5 months ago.
But Bigfoots. I like Bigfoots better.
It was on the TV, but it can. Actually, if we're going off the TV, then probably like an hour ago when I seen one of those fucking Dr. Squatch commercials.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So let me pull this one up. I think this is important too. If we happen to sign off, I think this is like the most important thing we could say all night. If you're in a polyamorous relationship, you're valid. If you're polyamorous but in a monogamous relationship, you're valid. If you're in a romantic but non-sexual polyamorous relationship, guess what? You're valid. If you're polyamorous and haven't found any partners yet, you're fucking valid. If you're polyamorous and taking a break from relationships, you're valid. If you're polyamorous and nobody knows it, you're valid. And if you're polyamorous and any kind of sexual or romantic orientation, you're valid.
You're valid.
If
What
you
makes you-
don't know that you're polyamorous yet, but you find out later on, you're valid.
And what makes you not valid is being a dishonest piece of shit. So, if you're a dishonest piece of shit, you're not valid.
I like that.
I want to say it, but I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Your transition from cheating to actual polyamory.
I used to not be valid. And now I'm valid.
Good night, Chamberlain.
Good night, Chamberlain. Thank you for
night.
participating. I hope you
Thank you
learned some
so
things.
much. Yes.
See you
We
next
will be
week.
here next Monday at 10 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern. I would lie to you and say that these things normally don't last this long, but this is like, if we were to stop right
This
now,
is
it'd be the
short
earliest.
compared to what we usually do.
Considering the first 30 minutes was technical problems.
It's much.
Good night, Alice.
We socialize. Good
Exactly.
night, sweetest dreams. Y'all have a wonderful
Good night.
evening.
And you guys
Talk
are
to you
always
later.
welcome to come up and conversate and jump on with us. Dream can send you the link. I can send you the link. Jen can send a link. Either way.
Always in my link tree. You guys, Juniper Jen link tree. Check that
That's
out.
in my link tree too.
Don't forget
I'm so
about the
glad
holiday
that people
bazaar this
showed up.
week. Yeah,
Yeah, thank
that
you
was
for
really
getting people to show up there, Dream. Since Facebook's being a dick to me right now.
nice.
I just can't fathom and understand that. I can't make live events on my phone. Well, I can do everything on my phone. I
I
can't.
should have shared this to Facebook before I got on here. What kind of stupid am I?
It's okay.
I
We'll
was
get it
like,
together.
just patch in my Facebook, but I bet you have to have the password for
Yeah, I
that.
have to link it directly. That's okay
It's
though.
a learning process.
But yeah, I mean, part of the foundation, the reason KinkSlayer was founded, my whole brand was because of people bashing unicorn hunters. Ironically enough, I wanted a place where people could understand that there is an ethical way. It's still called the same thing. There's a proper way to do things. There's no right way to be polyamorous or no right way to be non-monogamous, but there are wrong ways.
Just like being a slut. There's an ethical way to be a slut. Shout out to my favorite slut.
Let's go
Oh my
slut.
god.
But yeah, that and it also came from gatekeeping in the BDSM community too,
Mm-hmm.
about what a real dom is.
Oh good god.
You know,
I
there
know 1,000 ways that is answered wrong on a daily basis.
exactly.
And people are like, there is no, yes, there is.
There are no right ways to.
You have to have a Rolex.
There is no one right way, but there are wrong ways.
Yes.
Same thing I say with both. And I think it's super important that people learn their right way.
Okay, I love you guys, but I gotta get off of here because I'm dying.
Well, thanks for coming up, Dream.
Love you.
Bye. Good night. Thank you.
Have
I'm
a
glad
good
we
evening.
could tiff a little bit there. That was fun. I do apologize for whomever I offended. Not intentional. I don't like to intentionally offend people of most communities, but it happens. Shit happens. If you talk to me, I'm going to offend you at some point.
Yeah.
Sometimes I mean to, sometimes I don't. We go through those things.
I've been offended a couple times tonight. I'm wondering if you guys, like, I think my signal's been in and out really bad this evening because I've said a lot of shit and nobody has said anything.
It has. Like, I've seen you talking, but you've also muted yourself to talk to your other platforms and stuff, and I don't know if you just haven't unmuted yourself or what.
Yeah, I forgot my Clapper Live was on.
Hey.
Yeah. Aw,
I figured you like that.
that's cute. We need to go check out that Etsy site. Did you see that was somebody's Etsy advertisement?
Polyamorous. Let's look it
Platypus.
up.
Huh. Very nice. Very nice. While you're looking that up, you guys all, I want you to come download Clapper app. Mister's going to pop a QR code. Will you pop a QR code up real quick? Can you? Or actually, I can screen share too, can't I?
I don't know if you can. I'm going to pull tab off because I have to pull up Canva to get your QR code, and I know we have some things that we
Okay,
can
you're gonna
show
get
on
it for us?
Canva.
That'd be great. Okay. So the Holiday Bazaar is going
Yep,
on this
working on
weekend, you guys. I have a bunch of amazing vloggers that are unique, one of a kind, special vloggers that you can only get on Clapper app. So I need y'all to go download that. Use my QR code. You'll get me a gold star. Don't you want to give me a gold star? I give you guys gold stars. Anyway, use the code that Mister's about to give y'all here in a little bit before we hop off of here. That shop's neat. I like that. I'll have to reach out to them and tell them to come start a Clapper shop. But the Holiday Bazaar, you can come purchase from my Clapper shop all week long. My shop lives are starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and it's going to be a fun time. All of the proceeds benefit North Texas Food Bank, and I'm really excited to be able to impact the world in more than one way than my vloggers. So yeah, it's exciting, and I hope to see y'all over there. There's also an auction. There's several other shops that are participating as well in this whole entire event. So come check us out.
So that there is Jen's QR code to join Clapper. Clapper is a video sharing app. No other way to word it. Think TikTok, but a little more freedom. Not full naked freedom, but a little more freedom.
It's super simple to use, you guys. So if you guys join it, have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask me, message me on there. I'd be happy to see you guys all come, especially during the bazaar. Come check out those unique, one-of-a-kind sensation vloggers. There's feathers, there's fur, there's glow in the dark, there's holiday stuff. There's some really awesome, you made me big, and I was on a rant. There's some really awesome other vloggers that are unique and one of a kind to Juniper Jen brand. I have a double-sided vlogger you guys gotta come see. Yeah, they're really
I totally
awesome.
thought you were saying something different, double-sided, that you have in your shop.
Well, I do have some, double-sided other things available on junipergen.com, thanks to Mr. KinkSlayer over here, who has been putting a tremendous amount of work into sourcing us amazing. Mister, what are the words called? What are words? What words are we supposed to be using? Sexual wellness, self-care, adult toys. Yeah.
Check that out up top, guys. Check that out. It says
So
there's a free shipping code, so just don't forget to use that.
there's a free shipping code, and there's also an affiliate program, you guys, if you're interested in growing alongside Juniper Jen. I would love to have you guys here. Check that out. It's that little bubble in the bottom right there.
So you will have to set up a Shopify account, but it's easy. You can do it with your Google account. You don't have to buy anything, don't have to pay anything. Sign up, and we'll walk you through the rest. I had a fantastic time tonight.
Yes, me too. Thank you guys
As
all for coming
always.
up and listening and all that good stuff. Munch is always a good time.
So next week is going to be the same topic. We still have a little bit more to talk about. Polyamory and the holidays is a super, super important thing. It's if you're non-monogamous or getting into non-monogamy or curious about it, then it's super important that you learn, educate yourself. And let's see if I can.
Maybe you have family members you're curious about why they're why they identify as that.
So
another
you guys right here.
resource for you guys. Oh, look at my
Yeah, we-
beautiful website. Scroll all the way
So-
to the bottom of junipergen.com.
You have to click on this part right here. When you click on this, I can't pull my site up just because my site is not safe for work. So be aware. That's going to take you to a link on my site that has all of her resources. We're working on getting them moved over to her site. It's going to have podcasts, books, all kinds of fun stuff. So give that a look.
Most of which are already provided for you guys in my link tree,
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna have way more over there. I'm really excited. Mister's been doing a lot of work. If there's ever anything you guys ever want or desire, or just like you guys don't have it and you need it, let us know. I will put Mister to work on it. The paddles are now back in stock, you guys. You can go purchase them on the Clapper Shop too. They are $15 and $20, but Mister got a new computer for Christmas, and so that custom paddle listing will be back in action soon, won't it, Mister?
Yep, sure will. And I look forward to making all of your custom paddles you want. So you can make it say anything. If I can find certain designs, I can put them on there. We don't do copyrighted images.
Basic shapes are
If you have
really
a custom SVG or a custom file or design that you've made and you want on there, let me know. We'll get that shit put on there.
we put a honey pot on one.
Yep, honey pot, little honey stick.
Yeah,
So hopefully next week I'll have my appeal fixed with Facebook and I can get back on there. That's a lot of our viewers right now. So we'll get that fixed and taken care of. But yeah, I love you all.
We missed you guys. I hope you guys ended up making it and watching it. We really missed.
Yep,
missed
I'm gonna
all the
let them
people
know.
that-
I am gonna upload it to Facebook.
Make
So
sure.
if they
that-
want to listen and watch, they're more than welcome to.
So
but
you
yeah.
guys come over to the Holiday Bazaar over on the Clapper. I am basically begging you guys. It's for charity. Help me feel extra full this holiday season and complete my goal. I want to give like as much as I possibly can.
So there's the key link is Linktree for Juniper Jen. Find her Clapper shop on there.
Or actually use the QR code that we showed earlier.
Yep,
If
or
you
the
already
QR
did it, you get a gold star from me.
All right, love. I think that wraps us up for another wonderful Monday Munch.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, my love. Okie dokie. Well, that wraps us up. If you're hearing this at a later date, thanks for listening. If you listened tonight, thanks for listening. And we'll see you next week, where we will take on part 2 of polyamory in the holidays. That's going to cover. That's going to cover your gifting guide, kind of how to make sure that you're getting your best deals as far as gifts go, how to pick the right gifts for the right people. We're gonna see if we can get some people on here that are non-binary. Some non-binary folks on here, some trans folks. See if I can get some conversation and gift ideas from. They're all regular people, but some people have different things they desire, and you have to know what your partners need and want, and go from there. And we're also going to cover the concept of celebrating holidays that are different from your own, whether that's whether you're Christian and celebrate Christmas, you're Jewish and celebrate Hanukkah. Forgive my ignorance, but I don't know what religion celebrates Kwanzaa. Or if you don't celebrate any holidays at all, to know how to interact and love the families of the people that you're with, because it's important to be loved and accepted by everybody you love. But until next week, we'll see you later.